everybody, I got a tip. If you want me here, take a trip. It make you holler, it make you shout. Come along with me, we're tripping now. Girls and listen, boys, these little things, they ain't no toys. They are for real, know what I mean. They make you holler, they make you shout. Come on, baby, we'll trip on out.
What is going on, sea monkeys? And you assholes, what's going on to you two? I'm going to try to be a better person this year. I'm going to try to be more accepting of assholes. And I'm just going to try to do better. Had you going, didn't I? You guys actually believe that bullshit. Fuck all of you. Yeah, whatever. I think I've lived too long to be optimistic. I find pessimism is a much better fit. And it's more real. I mean, I kind of miss the days of being optimistic. I mean, well, actually, I'm more cynical than pessimistic, I guess. But either way, optimism, I think optimism and ignorance kind of go hand in hand, and maybe a little bit of arrogance, because if you're optimistic, that just means you don't fucking know any better. In my aged opinion. And for those of you that don't agree, you'll learn. You will learn. Because life has a way of sucking the life right out of you. All right, who do we have here? What's going on, Josh? Josh is at alt. Josh is alt. Okay. I mean, I kind of assumed that already. What's going on? Jack Daniels. I don't really care for Jack Daniels, but I do like his cousins of the bourbon variety. And blended. I'm a solid. The Crown Royal is my old fallback. What's going on, Section 15? I know you're just as pessimistic as I am. What's going on? Suspected workaholic. Suspected, huh? I was accused, one of my younger days, I was accused of that a lot. Because I always had more than one job going. Or at least one solid job and then one hustle. You gotta have one with all your benefits and your solid weekly paycheck, and then you gotta have something else that is just pure cash in your pocket that Uncle Sam doesn't necessarily need to know about. Been working hard or hardly working. Hey, I used to say that a lot. I can tell you worked in some factories or some place that has a whole lot of people in it that do their very best to look busy but relax at the same time. What's going on, the cops behind us? Happy fucking New Year to you two. What is up, Beth Claus? Bill putting in work with pills and booze, so that counts for something, right? Hey, I'm retired. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And no, it doesn't really count for anything. Although I did have to work pretty hard to find some cocaine last night. And then I had to work even harder to pretend like you didn't have it from somebody. Actually, she knew. She's politely asked me to not have it in her house. So we were partying together. I'm like, hey, I bought this shit. I'm gonna do it. So she dropped me off back at my place and came back a half hour later, and I was ready to go. I might have mixed up some bathtub napalm for the road to ring in the new year. And it might have been a little bit more than I should have done. And it might have drawn some unwanted attention, but hey, fuck it. Meow was arrested, oh shit, for decent exposure last night behind the Home Depot. I got a feeling that could be true, actually. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you can get arrested for indecent exposure for taking a piss. Like if you're drunk off your ass walking out of a bar, standing between a couple of cars and taking a piss. When I was a bondsman, I bailed people out of jail for that. Oh my God. Can you guys tell by the way I'm talking? I did a bunch of coke last night. Oh, fuck. What is going on, Miss Julie Fisher? What he's saying is he was employed by Chippendales. You're so close. I was under my own private employment, but I still have the outfit. So why are we starting fires? Because it's how I usually ring in the new year, either with machine gun fire, and I was too drunk to handle a machine gun, or I blow some shit up. I was really too drunk to handle explosives too, but I did it anyway. But I let somebody else hit the button if that counts. I just don't think she quite expected. Exactly. I didn't, you know what? I don't like, it must have been extra concentrated because I mixed the same amount that I always make. It was just this year, maybe it was the atmosphere and the weather. It just went extra fucking high this year. Our secret, oh shit, sorry, ACOPS. What's going on, Constantine? Hey, I answered you back and I delivered a message to said person, but I've not gotten a response yet. Oh, speaking of that, I'm sorry, guys. I just haven't been checking Instagram the last couple of days. I know I still have a bunch of messages to answer back. I just haven't looked. I just ain't felt like. I just haven't felt like typing. Sorry, I haven't answered some text back either, but I will. I just fucking hate typing. Fucking call me. And of course, I get up here and completely forget what I was actually going to say. It seems like I missed a bunch of shit. I watched some of Warbot's stuff from the last couple of days, and that's pretty much all I've watched. So, man, what all happened? Oh yeah, Bobby Joe lied. Big surprise there. There's a reason why I parted ways with her. What else was there? Oh, Telly, if you're listening, party on, Garth. What else was there? Man, I am so uninformed for the last few days, which is fine. I just kind of want the cliff notes. What else was there? Oh, I guess FM got mad because somebody posted his own bullshit, which, fuck, man, if I fucking acted like that guy, I'd be mad at myself too. And I'm telling you right now, if I had a dick that looked like his, I wouldn't be showing it to people. I'd be so ashamed, I would just probably hide in a closet. Tommy's Kitch today was trash. What do you mean it was trash? Movie has exposed you for being the Josh Alt. You're quitting YouTube on the first. Hey, do you have any idea how many people that they said was me? I mean, everybody knows about Great Grandma, but they've said I was a shit ton of people that I'm not. And the funny thing is I'm not saying that I've never used an alt, because I have, but it's not. Usually when I say shit, I want people to know where it came from. I don't hide behind it. Oh. You think FM is already hiding in the closet? Well, you do have a good point there. Basura. Hey, what's going on, spokesman and co-founder? Bobby says she knows who you are. She must have extra special hacking powers. You know, I'll tell you some more shit about Bobby Joe and why I never. She would get mad at me because I would know things and not tell her. But when I'm working on shit, I don't fucking tell anybody. I don't have to. And then she fucking constantly would give me bad information. I think so. What happens, I think, is she jumps to conclusions and then passes them off as fact. That's a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like she had. I actually forgot that um, there was a couple of videos of Roxy on my Instagram. I totally forgot about that. And she fucking when somebody, when we were on the same side, or however you want to put it, somebody was accusing me of being Roxy, and she's like, "No, she's on his fucking Instagram." I completely forgot about that. Um, and then she gave me some fucking screenshots of Dragonfly and some other things when she was all like, "Oh, she fucking did this and she did that," and like the minute she knew that I took her in, she completely 180, and now I'm the asshole on the exact same shit. So yeah, Jilly is green mayo. Well, that's a possibility, but I don't really think so. I tell you what, Pat Con, honest to God, and at one time I completely admit I thought I knew who you were, but I got some bad intel on that. Ultimately, it came out of my mouth, so it's my responsibility. But honest to God, I hope nobody ever finds out who you are, because I like a mystery. But there are very few things around here that I don't know, and that's one of them. I fucking hate knowing everything, especially when I got to keep everything a fucking secret. If I'm got so triggered, he wrote you a 5-paragraph hate poem on Ryan's stream today. Yeah, he's pretty easy to trigger. He does not. Real men can control their temper, and he can't. So Bobby Hill looks like dude from Goonies. Yeah. Booby Ho is your mother. Oh wow. And Taj your cousin. Well, no disrespect against Jack Daniels, but sour mass just isn't my thing. But I'll still consider you an associate. How about that? Shoe fetish. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway there, Julie. Constantine is half gay, but you didn't hear that from me. Well, that's kind of that's like an unspoken. We just don't talk about it. It's like we all know, but we just kind of pat him on the back and send him on his way. Dilly is not green mayo. He is the channel cigar face. Really. Speaking of shoe fetish, you guys make sure you check out my cat's only cat's paw fetish videos. We're really doing well on that. You should check them out. What's going on, Lenny God's Angels? Haven't seen you for a while. Happy New Year to you. Hatbusters is LARPCon, you are convinced. Hey, I was too for a while. Guys, guess what? I miss Megan. Oh, and I'm Don Diva, Mr. Terrence Castingay, and I'm not even from Canada, as I'm these two ladies. FM, dude, FM ran off a lot of cool people, like some really, because he thinks everybody is Megan, and a lot of them I know for a fact aren't, because I've talked to them like on the phone and shit. I mean, he ordered other people to ban some of these people from their own channels, and they cucked and they did it. So yeah, there's a lot of cool people gone because of that fucking paranoid piece of shit. Constantine may be half gay, but he's 100% sexy. So hey, I will, yeah, I will endorse that. I'll put my stamp on that one. Yeah, little fucker's not so little anymore. He looks like a fucking panther now. What's going on, Anthony Cruz? Tommy tweaking, watching. It's yeah, yeah. I don't really watch porn anymore. Like if somebody sends me something, I'll watch it because it's usually something really funny or really disgusting. But back in my younger days, when the internet was the Wild West, and like they just fucking like there was no censoring, there was no. Uh, Man, there was a couple of times where like it. Most of the time when they say it's that kind of stuff, it's not really. But man, there was a couple of times, and yeah, it's just fucking yeah. Let's just say that I ran across certain um, websites that I would never go back to. How was Little Fuckers? Hey, it completely like it grew new skin over the whole thing. Um, it healed up. The vet said that it like we still don't know how he fucking lived because it was exactly like I thought. That bullet went in the back and fucking came out the front and blew half of his jaw out. Um, but and she said that there was nothing they could do because like short of sending him to like a cat plastic surgeon, which would have cost thousands, and I wasn't going to do that. There was nothing she could do. She couldn't even like all she could do was pack it full of gel. Um, but like within a couple of weeks, it completely grew new skin all the way across it. And he doesn't like you can't tell anything happened to him. So I don't know. He's burned up probably about 7 or 8 of his lives. So yeah, and it never interfered. Even with that, when there was a hole all the way through, you could see his tongue from the outside. Like it didn't interfere with his drinking. He could drink without anything coming out. It didn't interfere with his eating. So yeah, he got really lucky. I'm pretty happy about that. On his 15th life, yeah, he might be because those are just the ones that I know about. It's hard telling what kind of mischief he gets into when I'm not around. Happy New Year, JFK, and good night. You cashing out on us already? Booby Ho thinks she knows everything. Yeah, that's a fact. Little fucker is a vet. He might be a vet reincarnated. He's definitely got some battle scars. And he's challenging the king Tomcat. Tomcats work. Uh, they have prides a lot like lions do, and there can only be one alpha. And he is challenged, and I think won the original Tomcat. because the old Tomcat was trying to run him off, and even as crippled up as little fucker is and inexperienced when it comes to fighting, I think he still managed to best the old Tomcat. What's going on, Jerry? Bobby's New Year's resolution is to not panel in 2024. Lasted one, yeah. Yeah, we've all said that shit at one time. I've said that. I mean, I haven't said I'm going to stop paneling, but I've said I'm fucking out of here. I don't want to do this anymore, and I have pulled out a few times. But it's like there's a fucking. And granted, I am way less involved than I used to be. I used to know every fucking thing that happened. Um, Luckily, we've got Warbot to take care of that now. I don't have to worry about it. Thank you, Warbot. What's up, Matt C? I know, Jerry. Happy New Year. You asked Tommy's mom. Oh, well, it's got to be official then. Because Tommy's mom would never lie. Yeah, ACOPS behind us is the key holder in case something happens to me, which is pretty fucking likely. Um, he knows where to send the keys when the time comes. What the fuck else? Man, it seems like there was some shit I was gonna confess, but I completely forgot what it was. Um, because there's so much of it that I probably should confess. But I'm kind of selective over how much I let out, but I can't remember what I decided on. All I know is I parted ways with quite a few people this year that either were dead weight or were doing the same fucked up shit that we're supposed to be against. Or I just never liked them to begin with. But yeah, I cut ties with quite a few people this year. I do that every now and then. I just sometimes people that just keep getting me into bullshit that I don't want to be in anymore, or lying to me, or are doing the same kinds of fucked up things that we're supposed to not be about. Yeah, I just fucking. I'll wait till I get a few of them clumped up, and then I just cut them all loose at once. Did I see Telly's face reveal on Jeff's? No, I didn't see. I don't watch Jeff anymore. I haven't watched Jeff for a long time, but I did see it on Warbot's page, and I was like, "Party on, Garth!" Tommy gambles with the Colts money. That's pretty much confirmed. Bobby Joe was the brightest mind in the community besides Cat Creed, of course. Well, there you go. Yeah, that was the guy with glasses. I mean, I practice what I preach when I say, I mean, confronting Jeff does not work. He has no empathy. Like he just doesn't get it. He doesn't think he's done anything wrong, and he can't be honest with us when he can't be honest with himself. So confronting him does no good. Talking about him does no good. I stopped watching him a long time ago. I stopped letting him up on my panels a long time ago. That's the only way to fucking get rid of his ass. So yeah, that's that's all I got to say about that. More about making fun of anyone's looks is a joke. I think the point of it was that Telly was presenting himself to be somebody he's not. I don't necessarily think it was to make fun of his looks. I think it's because he was using somebody else's picture. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh, god damn it. All right, guys. Fucking West is here. You know the drill. Stand up straight. Fucking hide the dope. Somebody spray some air freshener. And just just for a little while, just while he's here, pretend to be a respectable person. These panel fact slips have been your favorite. Oh, damn it, it moved. I'm trying to read your comment there, Eric. These panel face slips. Okay, I got you. Have been your favorite subgenre of this community, to be honest. Hey, it happened. It's happened quite a bit. Sometimes I wonder if it's really an accident because it's happened. I can think of a few times. And I tell you what, one lady in particular, like, I don't know why she hides, man. She is fucking gorgeous. I mean, I guess she's just trying to protect her identity, but squirrel. I just lost my train of thought. I started thinking about her. Whew. I mean, I already knew. I mean, I didn't know what she looked like, but like I already know who she is. Yeah, that's something else, fellas. While we're on the subject, don't pester a girl for selfies or face pics or whatever. I mean, it's cool to ask her once, but if she don't want to do it, then shut the fuck up. Don't ask. Don't fucking pester her. They don't like it, and it's not cool. And for the love of God, they don't really like dick pics. I'm telling you. Don't hide all the dope. Tommy has many addictions, such as looking at dicks, gambling, lying, drugs, and alcoholism. Um, yeah, I can't argue with that. I'd see your man does the same every day. Tommy is worse, but you can't say shit to him. Hmm. West got a badass truck, highly likely the dopest truck out of anyone here. You know what? I could have guessed that. I could have guessed that. And y'all don't say shit to Ed. Jeff has a big potato shaped Like a gay Nephilim. Hey, fucking methylene, man. I don't know. I wouldn't put Jeff in the same category as Nephilim. I wouldn't. We have 3 questions, Becky. All right, Josh, go ahead and ask them. And if somebody wants to jump up here, you can. You're more than welcome. I don't really have a whole lot planned tonight. I just finally got over my hangover from what I usually don't get hangovers, but man, I fucking poured it on last night. Oh God. But Lurking Sea Monkey took good care of me though. She kept me out of jail anyway, I'll tell you that much. What's going on, Warbot? We were just talking about you a little bit ago. It was about 60% good. Guarantee you look better than Telly. Hey, I'll take your word for that. They made fun of your looks. Fuck them. Fuck what anybody thinks. Warbot. Warbot doesn't sound pressed to me, Metsy. God, oh man, I'm behind. Jellyfisher likes dicks. Yeah, I know. Bill, please don't let Ryan on panel today. No problem, American Smoker. You got it. Ryan, go up. Jelly, stop it, or I'm gonna have to punish you repeatedly. Oh yeah, I got Jelly. I got something. I was digging through some old stuff and I found something really cool to torture you with. If you give me a second, I'll even show it to you. We love Dan Islander talking about anybody being overweight when he worships someone that's as big as an entire trailer park. Yeah, Dan Islander was dumbass of the month for November. Man, I forgot to post December's dumbass of the month. Oh well, this dude's so dumb. He can have both months. He can have December and January. Um, do you want to know who it is, or should I wait until I post it? Yeah, Pat Con, for the record, I tried to talk Sheepdog out of letting the motherfucker stay with her ever. Um, Fuck, we talked about it for like 4 hours and apparently it didn't do any good. Happy New Year, Javi. How you doing? Javi, I heard you re-enlisted. I can't say that I completely understand because I've not been through what you've been through, but I've had quite a few friends that have, and it just seems like after the things you guys go through, you just have a hard time assimilating back into with us mortals because uh, you kind of have a sight beyond that we can't see, and you can't fucking stand being around us. And I get it. You had mentioned when you released back, and you said, "Oh, okay." I would bet that you've thought about it though. Sheepdog doesn't even look like. Yeah, I tell you what. I was kind of. I mean, I knew about this for a while, and it was only a matter of time before the rest of you found out. But God, I guess still got to be careful. Sheepdog is a professional. She has a professional job. Um, that's really all I'm going to say on that. What's going on, Mercilist? Jeez, hello to everyone you have unblocked. Right on. What's up, Zip? Javi 2024. Right on. Let's see. How do you talk with Tommy's gob crammed down your throat? Well, I don't know about Matt, but like I've known some ladies that were just really good at that kind of stuff. Um, Pat Con, I texted um, Sheepdog a little while ago, and she's not answered me back yet. So I hope everything is okay as well. Um, I actually know somebody in the community that could probably go over there and find out. She usually answers me back pretty quick, unless she's working, and I doubt that she's working today. So yeah, I just checked, and she hasn't got back with me yet. What's going on, Juniper? How are you doing? I tell you what, Juniper, I saw your profile pic, and I don't know why you hide either. And I'm starting to wish that that nudes rumor was true because I would have, I'm sure I would have intercepted him somewhere. She's here to shut shit down. You're probably right. You miss Sheepdog already? Yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't get lost to them assholes because Sheepdog is she's a really nice person, and like she has too much class for them. Which fake girlfriend are we pumping now? Sheepdog is not fake, and she's not my girlfriend either. And believe me, though, if she lived a little bit closer, actually a lot closer, uh, definitely would have tried. I should change my name to MILF Hunter Dragonfire. That's not a bad idea, really. All hail Julie Fisher. I'll buy that. Yeah, that was something else that I just caught like a little bit of, and I really have no idea what it was about. But and if I'm wrong, please correct me. Juniper and Savvy had an argument. Is that true? I have no clue what it was about. You need some scamming on panel for 20. Oh, fuck that, Eric. No, please, God. My guy says PatCon drunk confirmed. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you got it under control. Juniper destroyed Savvy the other day. What was it about though? I mean, this was all done in public, right? So I'm not out of line to ask about shit that's not my business. I'm just uninformed. Speak of the devil and she shall appear. Juniper and you are going to host a dominatrix class. Oh, that is. I mean, I realize it's probably just for women, but like if you need a crash test dummy, please at least consider me for the job. I'll understand if I don't win the position, but at least give me a shot. And of course, I will give you a very nice discount on custom ball gags. Roxy wasn't fake, guys. You know that people heard Roxy on panel, right? She's just as fake as sheepdog, apparently. Roxy is obviously not a real name, but uh, she was a girl I had. Well, we still talk actually. She wasn't really part of the community. She just kind of bled in because, oh, this is a long story. I brought her into one of my bullshit throwaway discords because she was doing some work for a homeless shelter. And we were talking, and a web developer was going to charge him, I don't remember, like thousands of dollars to make a website that was going to do the exact same thing that Discord would do for free. So I brought her into one of my Discords to show her what it was about, and then she started talking to some people, and she got fed up with all the bullshit. So they're trying to say she wasn't real, even though she was heard on Locksmith's panel. She's been on my Instagram. She's been seen and heard. I still have no clue what it's about. Sabi versus Junie round two tonight. Oh man, that's really not what I was trying to get into. I just wanted to know what it was about. I wasn't trying to like rekindle it. Hey, what's going on, Christy? Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? I think I saw you earlier, but I forgot to say hello. I do apologize. We should both go up and settle this. If we can do it without yelling at each other, I'd be cool with that. Um, I just don't like it when people yell at each other. If you can hash stuff out, without throwing shit at each other, then that's fine. But it sounds like some people are playing Monopoly down in the chat. I don't own any houses, but I own all the hotels. Can you come up and yell no, Scamula? I would like my hangover's pretty much gone, and I'm trying to keep that away. I got a feeling like I don't know what your voice is has such a frequency to it that it can trigger. Like I'm not trying to be a dick. Well, I don't really care if I'm being a dick, but like there's something about just the frequency of her voice that makes my head. I don't know. Like it makes my skull vibrate in weird ways that I'm not used to, and damn it, you're in an excellent mood. And no one can ruin it. Awesome. You can't type. Well, that's okay, Scamula, because we don't want to hear you anyway. I'm joking. I'm not really joking, but I'm joking. Damn, I missed a whole bunch of shit. Anyway, Ed was caught with what? And you're his friend. What? If you're talking about the meth, like Edward has never denied it. Unlike certain people that we know do things that they just want to fucking lie about. To me, I could give a fuck less if somebody, fuck, I do drugs, right? So it'd be pretty hypocritical of me to say shit about somebody else doing drugs. So I don't, what I care about is lying about it. If you're gonna do drugs, fucking do drugs. Just fucking, people will still give you money. You don't have to lie about where it's going. I've proven that a dozen times. If I want money for Coke, I'll get up here and say, "Hey guys, I need some Coke money. Hit my Cash App." Oh, by the way, guys, I don't need any Coke right now, but I bought some last night, and so I need to like replenish my cash reserves. You know. Oh, look, dude, they're just trying to get you guys fighting, like actively fighting again. And that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was just asking what happened, and I still don't know. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna do this.
Of course you're gonna do it, shithead. Happy,
Yeah, I'm
Happy
glutton for
New Year,
punishment, I
Bill.
guess.
Happy New Year.
Happy fucking New Year, Scamula.
No, I'm sure I'll get shut down soon because I have, grandma, aka my kid in the house. But so yeah, I can't remember even why I hopped up. You were saying something, and I had to make fun of it, but that's why I was like, "Can I yell?"
Please don't yell. You can say whatever you want to say, just please don't yell.
Oh, you know what's happening, Bill, right now? I'm
You
getting
got
called
poops?
on my real phone.
Oh no shit. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
that happen to you every time you go on panel?
So it's happening. So how do I prove this? Do I just need to put my sound on so you guys can hear it?
Well, you can flip your camera on and put the phone in front of it, or whatever sound.
Like,
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
I'm just saying, like, I got called out the other night. Like, oh, Angela kicked me. That's right. She kicked me because I'm getting all these calls, right? Okay, here's another one. And they come in with the same area code and prefix, right? So every time I get up on panel, this happens. And so God bless Mark Meow. I know people give him shit, but God bless both him and Ed because I heard Mark go up there and say, "Yeah, I was called. That was me calling her." And they totally didn't believe me. They thought I was making up someone calling me. I'm like, no, this is what happens when you've been doxxed, you know?
Hmm. Well,
Anyway.
it's probably a fake. I'm sure have you had the number run or run it yourself. I'm sure
No,
it's
no,
fake
no.
anyway, but
This is the main number I've had for 150 years. I was
no,
concerned.
I mean the number that's calling you. Have you? I'm sure that it's a fake number,
Oh
but
yeah, it's a spoofed. It's coming in with like the same, like say my area code was 212-555, right? And
mm,
something, right? So it's basically it's saying 212-555, and then it's a spoof number that's trying to act like it's local. And
yeah.
God bless Mark, he admitted it the other night on Ed's stream. I know you
Well,
find this hard to believe, but Mark was drunk. I know it's hard
no.
to believe Mark was drunk, right? But he was wasted drunk on Ed's stream, and he goes, "That was me calling Scamala."
Well,
And
at
I was
least
like,
he
"I should
copped
be
to it.
recording this right now. I wish I knew how to record, screen record or whatever."
I tell you what, though, Mark has gotten blamed for he does do a lot of fuck shit.
But he
But
admitted it, but
he has
Bill,
gotten blamed. No, I'm not. I'm just
he
saying that there's been other things he's gotten blamed for that I can't 100% prove it, but can 90% prove that it was fucking Hebrew.
no, in truth, okay, I can see that too, but Mark's savvy. He's, that's why he's a little scarier to me than a Hebrew. Although Hebrew had plenty of time in prison to learn how to be a troll, I guess, right?
Well, Hebrew's Mark's just a troll. Hebrew's a fucking psycho.
Well, I know that. I believe me. Yeah, I caught that vibe early on with that kid. But and again, like one thing I appreciate about Mark is he's honest, right? So, like, people were dragging me saying that I was making up getting called, right? And he was like, "Yep, that was me, all right." So God bless him for like owning it, because I wasn't. One thing, I'm a lot of things. I am horribly flawed, but I'm just not a liar. I'm not a good liar at all. So I just find it easy just to be very open, and that sometimes, definitely isn't a good thing because I wear my heart on my sleeve. But yeah, good for Mark for admitting it. I don't make shit up.
Well, I don't think that you're a liar per se, but sometimes you get shit stuck in your head, like when you thought I doxed you, and you won't fucking listen to reason.
Okay, I get that now, but at the time, I was so new to this entire thing, okay? And I don't know, Billy,
Yeah, I mean, but I explained to you like 5 different ways why it wasn't me, and
Well, no, and I got that eventually. I did, but then I was upset about what you did to somebody else. And I don't know the whole story, and that's what I'm saying. I just feel like at the time I was very new to this YouTube space, and that I probably inserted myself where I shouldn't have. And so that's why I can't blame you for stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yes,
well, I'd say I don't fuck with people that haven't done something to warrant being fucked with.
but there was all sorts of stuff going on at the time.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah, no, yeah, there was. Speak of the devil.
Oh no!
You called?
What's going on, Jersey?
But thank you, Mark. Okay, I do have to give you credit. Thank you for
What?
saying that.
What did I do now?
No, I heard you went up on Ed's panel. He's like, "Yep, that was me calling Scamala when Angela kicked me."
Yeah,
And I was
90% of the chat wanted you off, so I figured I'd just call you a bunch of times.
I wasn't paying attention to the chat, but they didn't believe me.
Everyone in chat was like, "Kick Scammy, kick Scamala, kick her, kick her." I'm like, I can help this. Yeah,
But Mark, but thank you, because they said they thought I was making up being called. So I was like, okay, see, I'm not totally crazy. Like, he was calling me.
Yeah, I was. I wasn't the only one, though.
And I blocked your main number because I fucking deleted it out of my phone, because I swear to God, that was like an accident that one night when it was like the neighbors having that party, right? And so I'm texting.
Does anyone know why people keep sending me DMs on Instagram asking me about my night in jail? Do we know where that came from?
Somebody said earlier that you got arrested last night for exposing yourself behind a Home Depot.
I plead the fifth.
Oh my God! I just literally spit my beer out. Oh my God!
Fucking weirdos.
Mark.
Well, I mean, like, I didn't necessarily believe it, but it wouldn't come as any great surprise either.
Right,
because
it sounds like something
you can get arrested for indecent exposure for taking a piss outside of a bar.
Scamala sounds like she's still drunk from last night.
Oh, again, I was giving you credit, dear. So whatever. 2.1 inches down low. What does that mean?
Down low. 2.1 inches.
I'm not hip. I'm 108. I don't know.
I don't think she understands.
I don't understand. I just wanted to give you some credit where credit was due.
Jokes like that in this community, and that's okay with y'all. Matt C., what fucking community are you talking about? What we do here on these bullshit channels, this has nothing to do with saving kids, and I think it's pretentious for people to still claim that it has anything to do with that.
Right.
And it's not like people that have been victimized don't joke around about sex. Um, most of the people that joke back with me, at least as far as ladies go, have had some nasty shit happen to them too, and they still make the same jokes.
Facts. You got it. You
Yeah,
got it.
we do support catchers, but to act like these channels have anything to do with actually helping with that, those days are long gone. Long gone.
See, once you said that, Bill, that's when I subbed to you. Once you made that statement, I'm like, fuck yeah, he's right. And I subbed to you. Because I refused to sub before.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you. If I was, I wouldn't sub to me. I don't know why anybody watches me. I really don't. I'm not even kidding.
No, it's just like facts, man. This guy actually gets it. So I'm like, okay.
You know, the catchers that hang out over here are our bench warmers. They're mostly our third string. The more respected catchers, you never see them over here.
You don't see them on panel at all.
No.
You don't. And again, I don't follow a lot of them, but like, I just never see Musa up on panel. You know, I don't know. It's just like, you know, the people I watch, I never see them up on panels.
I don't blame them, man. When you're a catcher, like you also, even though you might not intend for it to be, you have a business, you have a brand to protect, and hanging out with us assholes is not a good look.
Bill, even you and I though, with small channels, it is a brand, and it should be treated as a business to some respect, right? And I don't do that very well at all. But
no, I don't. I have no interest in monetization. I don't give a fuck if I lose my channel tomorrow.
I've come a long way in that, where I'm not as attached to it as I used to be. Because again, when you look at the money, it's like, it's nice, but it's not a lot. It's nothing that sustains me or anything. It's like, okay, so it's money enough to go out for dinner once a month. That's the way I look at it, right?
Right. I mean, I don't. There's nothing wrong with monetization. It's just not what I choose to do because, like, it puts another layer. Most of my shit would not be monetizable anyway. Like, it would all get shut down, and that would just be another layer of people telling me what I can't fucking say.
Right.
You know
Bill,
what I mean?
You could get away with trying to. You may be able to, but because of the whole content thing with the predators, I don't know if you could anymore, right? Like, you would probably have to go through so many hoops. You probably would get strikes on your channel for the TOA or TOS or whatever. So yeah, I don't think I get it, because again, like, I'm a smaller channel and it's not a lot of money. Again, I just kind of started it organically and that's what happened. But yeah, I've gone through headaches with my channel, like getting struck and stuff, and the stress that it's caused. And it's just, again, I don't know. I guess I just don't care like I used to, because I used to really care about my channel.
No, I mean, I still will always care about what got us all here together to begin with, and that's exposing predators. I still 100% care about that. The only group I work with now, so every once in a while, like Cameron, somebody will ask for help, and I will always help people that ask. But I don't go out there trying to help them anymore. The only group that I work with consistently now does not put their shit on social media, just because I don't want to be involved with the drama, right. And it's extra bullshit you don't need, and you can do the job, and make sure everybody in that guy's world knows who he is, which is really where it counts.
And Bill, I think that's what I heard you talking about that. I don't know, it was a few days ago or a couple weeks ago. And again, I think that's where, like, I have to respect that, right? Because there's the right and wrong reasons for doing this shit. And
yeah, and if you're just doing it to get attention on YouTube, then I mean,
well, that's the only reason I pulled up. I just wanted attention. And did you notice how quiet Mark got?
The thing is though, is like, especially the ones that hang out over here, um, catching isn't really their primary goal. This is a hustle for a lot of them, and it's anytime a predator gets exposed, it's good. It's a good thing, no matter who does it.
Exactly, I
But the
agree.
thing is, they use their platform, and people are so easily starstruck. They're like, oh, he's a catcher. He should be able to get away with whatever he wants. Oh, fucking let me suck his dick. There's just that's real easy to take advantage of.
Right, Bill? Yes. Like, yeah. I'm getting that now. Like, shit. Be careful
Yeah.
who you say something about. No, I was just saying I didn't like the way he talked to that one gal, and I don't know. I'm just keeping my mouth shut, I guess. Anyways, what did we do to Mark? Because again, I was trying to praise him for at least admitting that it was him.
Once he realized somebody was praising him, he probably went into shock.
I'm not used to it. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Mark, I literally was giving you so much credit. Like, thank God he did that, because they were totally saying I was making it up. And I'm like, thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah. Well said, Eric Hartman. I mean, even like people have known who I was in this so-called community way before I ever started doing anything on my own on YouTube. And even with that little thing and just this little thing, my little bullshit channel, and this also includes people that aren't from this community that have been jumping in here lately. I like engaging with them most of the time, and I have my Instagram. I need to take my Instagram off of my fucking homepage or whatever it's called, but
Okay, I'm having a hard time figuring out Instagram. But Bill, you didn't even have a channel, I think, when I started, like on YouTube.
No,
like you
no,
weren't.
I've only been doing stuff on YouTube for like a little under a year and a half.
Okay. Because yeah, you didn't even have a channel when I just, again, that's why I just had it so confused. But I was new to, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people will hit me up, and sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming or whatever, but it's like, they'll say whatever they say and I'll answer them back, and sometimes they'll be like, oh, I can't believe you even took the time to answer me and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I only have like 1,300 subscribers. It's not like I've got,
I know.
you know what I mean. I don't know, just people just get it, for lack of a better word, starstruck, and all you got to do is have a channel and they think, you know what I mean. It's weird.
Bill, here's what I want to ask you. Okay, so did you see that Jeff went live like in the middle of the night? Because I was offline yesterday. I was out and doing shit. So today is
no.
Okay, so Jeff went live last night, and I'm not kidding you. He doubled down on the veteran thing.
He always does. That's,
oh my God,
confronting him and talking about him does nothing. We need to just ignore his ass, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. He doubled down. Okay, and then Ryan gets up there, right? I know how much you love Ryan, but whatever. I love Ryan sometimes. Ryan gets up there on panel. So Jeff lets him up, and Ryan's like, well, here's what I have an issue with. And again, this is me. Like, this is middle of the night kind of shit. Ryan says something like, well, here's what I have a problem with. And I think a lot of us struggle with is that the way you talk to your dad, right? Because his dad's like 80 years old, right? We all heard the whatever call it was, the wellness check call. And that was personally my biggest beef with it, was I was like, because him, I just lost my dad recently, right? Same age. I'm like, who the fuck talks to their parents like that?
I wouldn't ever even dream of talking to my dad that way.
I know, right?
I would, and if I did, yes, he's old, and I have to help them do pretty much everything now. But I still believe he would put a boot in my ass. I'd be picking myself up off the floor. Just like when I thought I was a big man when I was 15 and tried to take him. Didn't work out very well for me.
But right, like how can you talk to your elderly parents like that, who clearly he's living with, right? I don't know. You can try to deny it all you want. You live with your parents, right? Like Jeff,
No, I don't
not
actually.
you, no, Jeff. But you know what I mean?
I
Like
made I made that up myself a long time ago. And these like I made up that thing about living in a tent in my parents' backyard, and these fucking idiots ran with it.
Bill, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Jeff gets
Oh, I thought you were talking. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about you at all. I'm saying like when he's yelling at his dad, I'm just thinking, here's this guy who's living at home, right? His dad comes trying to be all nice, right? Like, Jeff, the cops just want to make sure, the police just want to make sure you're okay, or whatever it is, right? Whatever that video was. And then, okay, so then I'm listening to Jeff scream from last night, and he throws the elderly dad under the bus
Mm,
as the drunk.
really?
Uh-huh. Bill, you need to watch that panel. I'm not kidding you.
No, I don't because I practice what I preach. Confronting Jeff does no good. Having fucking panel after panel
Bill,
like we're doing
oh
right
my
now
God, I don't
does
even
no
know how to
good.
explain it, though. I don't even know
I
how to explain
I
it.
turned off notifications for him a long time ago. That's the only way to fucking delete his ass from our minds because this shit's not. It's not.
I
He's gonna
know.
just double down and deny and never. He has no empathy. Yeah.
There's something off. There is just something so not clicking upstairs with him. Just the fact that he's still doubling down on the definition of what a veteran is.
Mhm.
Still today or whatever, like in the last
Look,
24 hours.
he
Like,
doesn't think he's done anything wrong, and he
no,
never will.
I know. And then he yelled at his dad, and that made me mad. So
Yeah.
that's why I'll fucking totally rip on him after he yelled at his 80-year-old dad.
Yeah, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, that was like, fuck. You're lucky that you still have parents alive, for crying out loud.
Yeah. That's the thing
Yeah.
is I know with all the shit that's happened the last 2 years or whatever. Like I know I'm gonna lose mine pretty soon, and what's
Yep.
gonna happen? One of them's gonna go, and then the other one's gonna go shortly after because that's how
Exactly.
that works.
Bill, that's exactly how that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not a fun process, but yeah. There's something kind of freeing about it in a way now because I don't worry about it's hard to explain. And I feel like I'm psycho for thinking the way I do sometimes, but
You are a psycho, but not for that reason.
well, I am a psycho, but no, like this whole channel that I built up, and then I have these trolls and stuff, and so the only thing I worried about was if someone tried to call my dad, and because he was starting to get up there, and he would get confused and stuff, and so it's like there is kind of this freeing. Now that he's gone, it's weird. I don't know, and then I
Yeah.
feel guilty for feeling that. It's just I don't know how to express it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like,
I
I
do.
really miss him. Like I wasn't ready to lose him like that. But that's the way to go, right? Like what happened was it's because they put a stint in. It didn't go well. He was having issues. I know he was trying to explain it to me, and I don't know. I don't know what we could have done, right? But I think he was trying to warn us, like that something was wrong. And then 3 weeks later, he has a heart attack, and he's gone. Now, in truth, that is the way to go. If you're gonna die, I think a heart attack is the right way to go, right?
Are
Because you
you
don't
kidding?
have to go through some
I want to
long.
go out with a machine gun in one hand and a blonde in the other, or the fucking glass of whiskey right in front of me.
I'm just
Fuck
saying,
that dynamite sleep shit. I want to be wide awake. I want to feel it.
right? I'm just saying, I just wasn't prepared at all for that. And it happened. So, and that's, I think, again, why I guess got so mad at Jeff for talking to his dad like that. Because I'm like, clearly this guy lives at home still. And he's doing all this shit out of his parents' house. I mean, just what a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but what a piece of shit that kid is. He's not a kid. He's 48 years old. Same age as
Yeah.
FM, right?
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, really.
Yeah.
And it would be different if he was there to take care of his parents, but it sounds like his parents are still taking care of him.
That's what
It's
I
like
mean.
somebody that is that delusional. I mean, he was married at one point, though, right?
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. Yes. So at some point he must have had some, but I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to function by himself in society. You
I
know?
had to move my mother up to my house, right, and to take care of her.
Hit and run.
Shut up. I told you, Mark, never to tell anyone about that. Mark knows the true story about how I got rid of my mother. But he's under, we have a non-disclosure agreement, so he can't talk about it. So shut up, Mark. Anyways, I was a wonderful child, and I brought my mother up here, just to kill her. And so that we did that. And, yeah, I don't know, man. Listening to Jeff yell at his dad. But Mark, I told you, okay, we have that confidential, right?
Hit and run.
Right? So
What?
say this. Remember the confidential. You're not supposed to talk about how I killed my mom from the train, remember? We talked about
like throw mama from the train.
Yeah, shut up, Bill. So, Mark, we talked about this. You're not supposed to tell
Erwin.
No. I swear to God, I lived the last year of my life like throw mama from the train. Her life, sorry.
What? I don't know. I'm missing a lot of comments. Anybody that's jumped in here, I apologize if I didn't say hello to you. Well, I mean, some of you I just don't fucking like, but.
Just a minute. I gotta mute. Hold on.
Thank God. Silence for once.
Boy, Matt C really sounds like a whiny ass bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what he's on about, but.
I think I'm about
YouTube is a public company. The
guys,
platform is mainly public for Facebook.
Bill,
Yeah.
Mark. I've just been informed that it's dinner time, and so I need to call Uber Eats.
All right.
Get dinner. Anyways, I'll stay in chat though.
Okay.
Peace. Okay, bye.
All right. Well, thanks for not being a complete maniac this time.
I was just about to hit the maximum quota for how much scammer I can take for this year.
It was getting close, right?
God, man. As soon as she comes up here, she just yaps, yap, 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 nonstop.
Hey, what's up, White Claw? You're welcome to lurk all you want. Just don't touch anything. If you break it, you buy it. Oh shit! I missed something. I don't know what's going on with Jersey. I missed a lot of stuff. Yeah, Jersey, you know how to get a hold of me too, but got a feeling you're like I am. You're not good at really reaching out.
Jesus Christ, I just noticed how many drunk texts I had last night. Holy fuck.
Oh God, dude. I got freaking obliterated, my guy, last night. And yeah, this morning, Actually, it was afternoon before I fucking saw the text that I missed, and uh, posted a short on YouTube begging for bail money, and I had no memory of that. Um, yeah, wound up not needing said bail money, but yeah. W2F Warbot has all of his clothing custom made. Like you won't find a pair of anything like he has. Checked on Bill last night after the bail money bullshit. Yes, that in fact that is a fact.
So many hit and runs.
Yes, absolutely, Edward. What happened? Oh, I got really fucked up, which is a big surprise. I know.
More than usual. Or
Um,
typical.
oh God, dude. Well, I haven't really been getting fucked up much here lately, and yeah, it was more than. Yeah, well, I mean, it was New Year's, and I had a designated driver, and I wound up making some napalm and detonating it at midnight, and it's the same amount that I always use, and it's always a big fucking fireball. But for some reason, last night it went extra high, so we got the fuck out of where we did it at. And on the way back to her house, we get pulled over. And I'm convinced that that's why we're getting pulled over. As it turns out, it had nothing to do with any of that. And I think I confessed to a lot of shit just to keep her from getting into trouble. I was trying to take all the blame myself, which everything I did was, I did everything that we did wrong. So yeah, but wound up turned out not to be the case.
God damn, I just noticed how much I spent last night.
Hey, at least you have receipts. One of the places that I went to get something to get fucked up with, they don't hand out receipts. And if you ask for one, they probably kill you. Raise your hand if you're innocent. Oh. If you're talking about something specific, Mr. Colfax, I'd have to know. But in general, nah, I ain't innocent. I've done a lot of fucked up shit. I continue to do fucked up shit. Was it? I don't know if you're talking to me or not, Sabby. No. I remember, man. You know, sometimes when you're sitting in the car and the fucking cops got all those lights on you, and sometimes it takes them a really long time to walk up to the car. I remember it was taking that cop a really long time. So I pointed the camera at the mirror to get the cop car, and I was begging people for bail money, which I turned out to not need. And that was how I knew that I had made a post, because I looked at I had some notifications from Cash App. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look, and like they were saying for bail. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I getting bail money? And then I kind of started to remember, and yeah, then I realized when I looked at my YouTube notifications that I made a couple of posts actually that I didn't remember. No, Bill Metzi is proclaiming his innocence of anything at all. Oh, yeah, his shit don't stink, huh? Hey, there's nothing wrong with costumes that, if you're like playing around in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? I've used lots of costumes for that. In fact, sometimes I will dress up as a reasonable human being. Nobody buys it, but
I'm finally catching up on Warbot's last like week's worth of community posts. Takes that long.
That's how I got. Yeah, that's how I got caught up today. I didn't see very many of them, but yeah, that was how I got informed of everything I missed.
I like the little
What's going on?
The little midget with John Davis's face on it. That was fucking hilarious.
I don't think I saw that one. What's going on, Edward?
Not much. How's it going? No, the reason I brought that up was because Jeff was telling me, "Oh, get on panel. I know you're awake. You just ended your stream. Get on my stream and let's talk." Blah 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 blah. There were, I had better things to do than that, And one of them was checking on a friend of mine that I didn't know whether I knew was extremely intoxicated, but wanted to make sure it wasn't dying or being thrown in jail. That was a better thing to do than going on Jeff's page.
But yeah, I don't remember what time it was. It would have been well after midnight.
It was very late.
Yeah,
but Jeff's panel was very late too.
Both were dying and getting thrown in jail. Both were close calls, but I managed to escape fairly unscathed.
Well, there you go. That's good. What did you drink last night? What was it?
Oh God, I'm not. I brought my own Crown Royal. She had a bottle of wine, and I couldn't tell you what kind it was. It was red.
Uh-huh.
And I had already obtained some Coke, but she's asked me never to bring anything like that around her or into her house. So I actually had her run me back home and leave me for a half an hour, which is really kind of a shitty thing to do, but I had it in my mind, and I was already well in time. We hadn't made plans together until like a couple hours before.
Oh, okay.
So, and yeah, that was really a dick move, and I regret doing that part. But then she picked me back up. I mean, I could have been an asshole and disrespected her wishes and brought it with me anyway and snuck into her bathroom and did it, but I didn't want to do that. So yeah, and then come midnight, I also had already made up some napalm that I was going to detonate at midnight, which I was actually planning on doing it live, but I don't really want any cameras anywhere near her.
Right.
So I wound up detonating it with her, and this is what got me. This is why I thought I was fucked, because I used the same amount of stuff I've used every other time for this kind of thing. And yes, it makes a nice big fireball that typically only goes like between 30 and 50 feet. This fucking thing, I don't know what I did different, but it fucking went high. Yeah. And that's why I thought we were in trouble. I was like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And because there was also a resounding boom. So on the way between there and back to her house, we got pulled over. And I was convinced that was why. But as it turns out, I don't even know exactly why it was a traffic thing. Like there was no, and I'm trying to confess to some stuff that I did probably 30 years ago, because I wanted to make sure she didn't get in any trouble. I was, you know what I mean? And whatever. So I don't know. They didn't take me in yet.
Okay.
Man, I still feel fucking hungover from last night.
I just got over my hangover probably an hour before I went live here, and I usually don't get hangovers.
Normally, I wake up, have a couple smokes, and I'm good to go for the day. But damn, I just feel like fucking dragging as hell, like just droggy today.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been getting fucked up very much here lately, but last night, I don't really know how much whiskey I had because I know there's some left in the bottle, but I left it at her house. And then she got a bottle of wine for both of us, and she had like half a glass, and I drank the rest of it.
There you go. Aren't you over there for round 2 right now?
Oh, I think I made an ass out of myself last night. So, no, she had to go get her kids today. She dropped me off at home and went and picked up her kids.
I love making an ass out of myself. The best part too is when you go to a bar, and they're like, "Yeah, you remember you were here the other night?" I was like, "I was here the other night." I'm like, "What did I do?" But it's always like the fact that they still serve me at the bar. It's just like, okay, they're still serving me, so whatever I did couldn't be that bad.
Yeah. Well, also, like, if they realize that you spend a lot of fucking money there, and if you tip the supervisors, like when I go to a titty bar, the first thing I do is tip the bouncers. People don't think to tip the bouncers, but they're not making jack shit either. So if you tip the bouncers right away when you go in, if you have a problem with somebody later, they're more inclined to take your side.
Good point.
Yeah, that's Bill life hack number 634 for y'all.
You can be an asshole basically if you have the money to.
Yeah, that's how life works.
In fact, yep.
No, I think he just got timed out for a whole day. But I want to address Matt C. He says somebody has an open case here. It's not a case, asshole.
Oh, he got timed out.
Yeah, for a day. I think Kovacs got him for a day. But
yeah, well, that's okay. He's kind of a whiny bitch anyway.
So, but you know who does have an open case for child abuse? The Fellows.
Tommy.
Mr. Fellows.
Yeah. Tommy. Yeah.
That's an actual case.
Yeah, and he's got a few on his record.
Yeah. Okay, just clarifying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a difference between an investigation and a case. You know.
That's what gets me about these motherfuckers is like they continuously overlook the facts. You know, they want to say, well, you did this and did that. And, well, yeah, the guy that you're backing, you take a look at what he actually has on his record.
Yeah, exactly. Canadian Rosie says he's got a real open case. Yeah, rough for real, right?
Yeah. And it's not like it's the first one, you know?
Right. Oh, no, yeah. Remember when he snapped Kara's wrist and then took our son to the baseball game?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and that's just the shit that we know about. That was something else I was thinking about earlier. Do you remember, like right before everything blew up, you and me and Mackenzie were all on a Discord call?
I think so. Yeah.
And she said, she's like, yeah, I know that Roxy is real. And she's fucking talked on the phone to her. I've got the screenshots of you know, they call or one of them calling the other, whatever it was, but she admitted, yeah, I know they're real, but people have been talking in my ear and blah blah blah. And it was like the second we hung that up, she fucking flipped it back around again. It just fucking, I don't know if you were still on the call when she said that part, but yeah, it just irritates me.
I might have been. For me, I never talked to Roxy, so right. I don't think.
I know you haven't. I was just, I don't know. I knew that you were on the first part of that call, but at some point you dropped off, and I don't know where you dropped off at.
You don't. Yeah, you don't remember if that was said before. I'd have to think on it. I don't remember.
I haven't. Yeah, you were there when we started, and I didn't
I
know
don't
that
even
you had
remember
dropped
what
off
that
until
call was.
after it stopped.
I don't even remember what that call was supposed to be about to begin with. You know,
I don't.
that's how my
Man,
memory
I don't
is.
either.
You don't either, right? You know, it's
No. Nope.
I remember the call. I just don't remember what was said in it. You know.
Yeah, I think, man, hope I'm thinking of the right one, but at some point I had like no ability to record calls, and I knew that this was going to be. And I think I had you on there as a witness, if I'm thinking of the right one, because at that time I had no way to record anything.
Oh, that might have been it. Yeah. And then my
I don't
internet dropped out, or my phone died, and I wasn't at home, or something happened. I forget what it was that I
I don't remember either.
ended up not hearing the whole thing.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, see, I remember that you were there when the call started, but then when it was over with, you were. I don't know what point you dropped off.
Yeah. And I don't think I had the capability of recording it either. So I think I was there as a witness and not recording, even though I could have.
Yeah.
with your permission. But she knew I was on the call too, I think, right?
Yeah, we weren't hiding anything.
Fuck. The worst part when you get too blacked out drunk the next morning is trying to find your shit. Like trying to find my fucking beanie, and I think I lost it somewhere.
Oh man, I lost my virginity one time, and I never did get it back.
Oh, that sucks when you lose it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it grows back though if you wait long enough.
Who has the time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Fuck, I just bought that beanie too.
Maybe Ryan snuck in and stole it.
Right.
I've got like 6 black beanies and like 8 black hoodies.
That's a lot of hoodies.
Well, I mean, some of them were, you know, how when people see you wear, you know, a certain thing all the time, then that's what they start getting you, which is cool.
Yep.
A certain thing all the time, and that's what they start. Oh God, why do I do this?
Oh God, she's back.
Christ.
Stop it. You love me. No.
Okay, I'll be nice.
You better.
Why'd you murder your mother? You murder with a bitch.
I know. I'm sorry, but she was fucking driving me crazy. Okay. So I had to throw her from the train.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Wait, no, Pammy.
Erling, where's my supper?
Where's my dildo? I know you got it somewhere. You're hiding it up in you. Your crotch looks like a cow patty after a bicycle ran through it.
Colfax says death jokes are offensive. Like he hasn't made the most death jokes of anybody in the community.
Did somebody say dildo?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So Mark has Scamula's dildo. Mystery solved.
I have what?
We were talking about Scamula losing her mom's dildo, and
Bill, don't even go there. Okay, until I see my watch, we're not even talking about this.
Oh, 2 guys in the house, 8,000 hoodies. Well, I'll tell you what, JFK, all you do is wash hoodies. Well, just give them to Coolies. Give them to Kittens McCoolson, and she'll just eat them. She'll eat them for you. Then you'll have less.
And I heard you saying that. So does she eat her hoodies or something Well,
She eats the strings that are on the hoodies. When she gets nervous, she starts chewing on the string on the hoodie. What? Yeah. Watch the panel. You'll see it.
oh, be nice. I'm sure she's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to borrow my hoodies because I put cyanide capsules in the ends of the strings just in case, because you never know.
Hey, so Ed,
Yeah.
can you try not to get too excited? Can you please thank Mark for like setting the record straight that it was him that was calling me the
Can we
other
stop?
day?
Oh,
Can we stop about me? That's just kind of weird.
You said it was.
It
You
wasn't.
totally admitted it.
So why are we still talking about it? I don't get it.
I just want to thank you again, dear. Okay. Thanks, Ed.
no problem.
It didn't
So
feel good. It got you kicked off so we could stop listening to you scream. So I mean, it was a job well done in my opinion.
What was the job all done?
Getting you kicked from stream.
That was easy to get kicked from that stream. Angela is so fucking hypersensitive about Ed. So I like Angela, but it's not hard to get kicked. You know,
no,
just
it's not.
look the wrong way at her about Edward and you're kicked.
Right.
Well,
Her
I mean-
panel's not about me though. That's the thing. Her
No, I
panel's
was
not about
kidding.
me.
This is no what it was.
Like, I
Ed,
wasn't even in chat. Like I wasn't even
No,
there,
you weren't.
know?
No, Ed, no. You had nothing to do with this. What happened was I was up there and I was getting the constant, troll calls with the same area code and prefix.
Mark, did I give
type
you
thing.
Scamula's number? Did you get it from me? How'd you get her number?
She
No,
gave it to me.
no, I gave it to Mark.
Okay.
Like way back a year ago or something. No,
Right.
Ed, no, I
So
wasn't.
why am I to blame for it? Oh, okay.
I wasn't blaming you.
You're like, ever since he gave up my number, now I'm getting these troll calls. It wasn't me. Just saying.
Okay, well, that is where it started, but I'm sorry, okay? Like again, I wasn't trying to like be like all anti-Ed.
I mean, you could be as anti whatever you want to be. I don't care. It doesn't really make
know.
a difference. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying
mean.
it wasn't me. You're blaming me for shit I didn't do.
No, I wasn't blaming you for it.
Hey, I can
Imagine that.
I don't do either.
Well, you did do this one though. So really,
Yeah.
she blamed me, and it was you, you motherfucker. You did it. So
See?
And I told her,
Mark?
and I said it was me.
That's what I'm saying. Mark owned up to it. So again, guys, it's all good. Like I'm gonna change the number anyway. I've had it for 30 years or 20 years. And I only kept it because I was
well, since you killed your parents, I mean, you can change your number now, right? So I'm just playing. But,
yeah, now that I've officially killed off my parents, I really have no one to worry about. So yeah. I don't know. It doesn't bother
I
me
didn't quite
because
mean it like that, but it's
it's all good. It's all good. I joke about that shit.
yeah.
It's fine. Yeah,
That's why I figured I'd joke about it too.
Yeah, no, it's way easier to deal with this shit with levity and humor than dwell on it.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ed. When people think I hate you, and maybe they're mad at me because I don't hate you enough or something, I don't.
Probably.
I don't. I'm telling you that happened. It feels like 100 years ago.
I know. Well, we still get it like the Holocaust. It just won't go away.
Oh, where's Jen A when we need her?
Oh,
Well,
God.
the only person I've ever seen her happy on a panel was on Bill's when he was talking about a
Bill's
BDSM
Talking
cast.
about BDSM.
Mhm. That's a fact. We had a great conversation. She didn't yell at me. She was talking about her BDSM days, and she was the happiest I ever heard her.
Oh my!
For real. Well, we're not even kidding.
No, we're not.
I missed
Well,
that stream, but
if I knew she was
mine.
if I knew she was in the BDSM that much, I may have been in her DMs earlier.
I wish I could remember what stream that was. There's some great sound grabs in there.
No, I wish you could too, because I want to know what stream that was.
Jenna, if you're around, give me a call. My number's out there.
Oh no, I do know the name of it. It was it was before I realized that Mail Order Brides was a complete psycho. The name BDSM is in the title of that stream. BDSM is right in there. I don't remember the exact title, but yeah.
That's right, because you were asking everybody about their BDSM ways and shit, right? Like whatever.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find that.
So
Oh, Lydia, don't tell me you're you know, I've met a lot of ladies here that they won't admit it, like in chat, some of them will, but a lot of ladies here that are into BDSM. Like after that stream, a few of them hit me up, they're like, hey, whatever. But anyway, yeah.
You ever figure out what size gag ball Jen A was?
Oh my God. I don't think I have a lathe big enough to make her a custom one. I'd have to special order a whole machine.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I'll mute myself. I'm muting now.
No, it wasn't you. I said that about Bill. That was funny. I was like, Jesus Christ. Come on, Bill.
But West has probably the most intelligent, relevant question I've seen tonight. Is it ball gag or spider gag? I can do spider gags, but ball gags are my specialty. It's real hard to measure a spider for a ball gag. Not as dangerous as measuring a giraffe for a ball gag, but it's a challenge nonetheless. Oh, come on, Lydia. It's okay. You can admit it here. So what's going on with Locksmith? Is he going live or not? Oh, I have no idea about that. Anybody else?
I don't know. He was going to go live and call out Jeff.
Because Jeff needs to be called for the millionth time.
If he wants to do that.
I mean, well, I don't think he really wants to do that, but I think it's something that I'm not going to go on Jeff's panel. Jeff's not going to go on mine. And Jeff wanted to talk, and I'm trying to get Jersey to talk to Jeff again. And because Jersey doesn't know what to do at this point. I suggested Jersey go down to New Mexico and give him a little punching, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So
outside of that, talking to Jeff is completely useless. It's not getting anywhere. I mean, he has no empathy. He doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And doing this repeatedly is doing nothing but upsetting the wrong people. At this point, like, all we can do is fucking shut his ass out, go fucking unsubscribe, fucking, like, not let him up on anybody's panels anymore. Just fucking shut him out, ignore him, let him be himself by himself.
Yeah, he ain't coming up on my panel anymore, that's for sure. After the shit he did with Nick in Jersey, nope.
What'd he do to Nick in Jersey?
Well, the shit with the veteran shit from about Jersey, but about Nick.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
with Nick, it was the suicide LARP he did, you know?
Yeah, I remember that too, yeah.
I mean, you can't fuck with people's emotions like that. It's fucked up, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing, is like he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And he has no empathy. I mean, it's just, I know I've said it about a dozen times, but it's like when your arm is completely asleep. It's there, but you can poke it all you want and you ain't gonna feel it. That's like Jeff is a fucking sleeping limb, and you can poke it all you want. He doesn't, like, it doesn't register with him. So I mean, at this point, it's just he doesn't care how he gets attention, whether it's he can't get positive attention, so he'll take negative, and he just keeps redoing it. And at this point, all it is doing is pissing off people that don't deserve to be pissed off. So just fucking lock him out.
I mean,
I mean, everybody knows he's a piece of shit. You know that.
Well, the thing is though, but those same people though, that it's upsetting or whatever, are going over to Jeff's when he's live and watching him still, right?
Facts.
So
Right, and that's the thing. They can just get over that hurdle to just fucking stop letting him take your time and your energy and invoking your hatred. You know what I mean? Just fucking unsubscribe. Fucking just stop paying attention to him. If you don't pay attention, you can't get pissed off.
Okay,
Right.
so I did that, right? But it's so hard. It's like a car accident
I
that you can't look away.
I know.
It's so
I know it's hard.
That's what
It
she
is.
said. Just saying.
Pervert.
It's just hard to look away, man.
I know. Oh, believe me, I know. I'm no different when it comes to that. But I managed to what I did was I went through and I didn't unsubscribe from everybody, but I turned off notifications for a whole lot of people, and Jeff was one of them. And well before that, I stopped letting Jeff come up on my panels unless, I mean, I kind of have a policy. If I'm talking shit about somebody, even if I don't normally let him up, I let him up. But if Jeff wants to come up right now, unless Jersey's here, it's not happening.
Oh yeah, I would love to see Jeff come up, and he was inviting Jersey last night.
But he's not gonna. Well, you know what? Actually, I don't even think I would let that happen because it's not gonna be any different.
No,
he's not gonna change.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I knew that he wasn't going to really apologize when he went up on Bobby Joe's. I was surprised he showed up at all.
I know, right? I thought Bobby Joe did really. I know you don't, but I thought she did really good actually with him because he is insane making like.
Jersey, I think I have Ben's Instagram. I think.
I have Ben's. I gave it to Jersey already. Didn't I, Jersey?
Oh, okay.
I thought I did.
Ben seems cool.
If nothing else, I know somebody that talks to him quite a bit. I can get a message to her. All right, MC wants to come up. He's been on here twice, and he was cool both times, but people keep telling me shit about him, so I don't know. And MC, yes or no?
Him up. I'll dip. I ain't got nothing to say to him.
Why? No,
I ain't got nothing to say to him, but
I don't know why you have an issue with him. Oh, all right. I just don't know the story.
Hello?
Yeah, okay, so why do you and Ed have an issue with each other? I'm completely lost on it.
I just troll. That's probably why you don't like me. I just troll, give people a hard time. I'm without JG, I can't find him. But I've not done nothing. I don't helicopter. I don't porn bomb. I just come on and I just give people a hard time. So I don't know. I mean, but I was reading chat and I do got a question. But this thing between Ed and whoever, who was the first one that started the problem? I don't know. Maybe someone on here can answer it. But what was the very, very first incident between Ed and who everyone's against.
I'm lost.
It's hard to nail
Thaw,
down
whoever
the very.
you guys call Thaw. So Thaw and Ed, who was the very, very first one to have an incident with the other? Just so I can understand the story. What was the very first incident between those two people?
Okay, I can actually somewhat answer that. I can't tell you the very first exact thing, but Tommy was repeatedly fucking people over and scamming people for money and lying about this, lying about that, and we called him
Right.
out.
But was Tommy the one going around saying, I'm doing this, or was other people accusing him of that? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, who was the first one that publicly spoke out? Was it Tommy that said something, or was it you guys that said it?
Oh, I don't know. I fell out with Tommy before all this shit came
Is
crashing.
this
I was one of Tommy's
2024,
first mods.
and this back and forth stuff, people need to go back to the very first beginning and need to understand the accusations were thrown at Tommy first. He never went out and said, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And no, it was somebody accusing him of, and then everything went downhill since then. So it's 2024. It's a new year. How about we just leave us alone and we'll leave you alone?
Because
Know
you
who
can't make
did
that.
I know who did the very first thing. Go back. Who did
Because
the
you can't make
very
that deal for
first
them.
accusation? Who did the very first accusation?
Okay, but you can't make that deal for everybody over there. Just like I can't make that deal for
All right,
everybody
fine.
over
I'm
here.
not making the deal for everyone over there. I'm making it for MC, me. Because I see it a lot, man. I go in all these chats. You guys throwing stuff over there. They throw stuff at you. But people need to go back and say, hey, look, this was the first thing.
Oh my God, it's this MC guy.
Yeah, CMC guy.
Yeah, MC, you're
Tommy,
breaking up.
and then it's been back and forth ever since then. Tommy throwing things over here, you guys throwing things back, and it's going back and forth, back and forth, and it's still going. You're bringing his kids into it, man. Are
Who
y'all
brought his kids
fathers?
into it?
Are any of you guys fathers? And you're
Yes.
speaking about another father, man to man. Come on, 2024. It's got to stop. Just enough. You guys do your thing. You don't support catchers. Fine.
So
Okay.
we're supposed to let it slide
say we
that
don't support catchers?
he's abusive.
As a matter of fact,
All right, so it's gonna go. So it's gonna. There's no talking to you guys. It's gonna go on forever because it's like you guys are supposed to just think he's a piece of crap. We think you're a piece of crap. So we just go back and forth all day with all this stuff that's gone on between people, and that's okay with you guys.
How long have you been around?
I'm not talking about any of that, man. I'm not talking no details about me.
No, I'm asking how much you know.
I'm not
You're
talking
speaking on
no
things you don't know
details
about.
how long I've been around. I'm not talking no details, man, about myself. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Okay, well, you obviously don't know a lot of things, or you wouldn't have to ask.
Well, obviously I do because I know what the very first accusation was, man. And he's going back and forth. 2024 is still starting. You guys throwing things over there. Tommy's this, Tommy's that. We throw things back, this, that, and the other. And it goes back and forth on YouTube.
Listen,
on YouTube.
Okay. For a while, I started.
Can anyone say this is stupid? Am I the only one on here
Hey,
that's going to say
it's trying to answer you, man. If you want an answer,
So
you'll
for a
shut
long
up for a
time,
minute.
for a while, I stopped even mentioning Tommy off my panels. I stopped talking about him, and every single day on one of his chit chats, he still brings me up. So,
dude,
who's
you
the
just
one
did a video about him the other day about ICAC.
Yeah, of course. I restarted again because he won't shut the fuck up about me. So yeah,
and then you brought up all these charges. You brought up all these, and then you brought up the court records on YouTube. On YouTube, all this is on YouTube, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I don't want to get in a shouting match, but I just think it's ridiculous, and it's ridiculous.
Would you say the same thing to Tommy?
Well,
Guess not.
Oh, you gone.
I didn't kick him, by the way. I don't think he liked my question.
I think he dropped before you actually asked your question. You
Oh,
just-
did he? Oh, all right. Well, maybe he did.
No, I mean, how is he prepared to make a deal for that entire side over there?
right?
There's no way.
Well, that's the thing. Even when we stop talking about Tommy every fucking day, that's all he has to talk about on his shit chats. He's lied about me repeatedly. I don't know where he gets this
Exactly.
stuff out of his ass. So I'm not supposed to. And usually I don't really even. Most of the time I don't address it because I don't even know what happened. So I'm not supposed to defend myself.
I mean, he's a catcher, and we don't support catchers. I even support Tommy's catching.
Oh yeah, I will never
I just
support a catch.
I just don't support him as a person. I think he's a piece of shit person. But I've never find a time where I talk shit about his catching. Never have. I talk shit about him not turning shit into the police, right? You know,
Mhm, right.
but not his catching.
I mean, and some of his catches are suspect now too, though. Like we don't have any actual proof, but some things that are coming to light, or at least I don't have any actual proof. You might have some shit I don't know about, but
Are we talking about Jeff still?
No, we're talking about Tommy.
no,
Who are we talking about?
Tommy.
Colorado Pet Patrol.
Oh, that guy. Oh, by the way, can I give out an award for the best troll comments ever? Whoever Thaw is, like, the one that starts out Thaw. So Jeff last night trying to read his comments. It's like when he's trying to read Mike Hunt or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just Jeff is funny. Again, car wreck. Can't look away. But
Funny? I've never thought he was funny. I thought he's been ridiculous and able to be laughed at.
oh, I don't know. There's some parts in that where I don't know. I have a sick sense of humor, I think, because I find it very funny.
Oh, you're definitely sick.
I know.
We're kind of all sick in a way for being around this community.
Oh, right.
Community.
There is something seriously wrong with us to keep
All
coming
of us, right?
Well, I guess I got because somebody said something to me, I think yesterday, because him and they kind of remind me of, I forget the name of that movie. Oh shit, Chevy Chase is in it, and they wind up in a junkyard, and there's these two fucking mongoloids that are. Oh, I forget the name of that movie, but Nothing But Trouble, I think is what it was called.
Yeah.
That's who they remind me of. But they've been on here. Well, this will be the third time, and I think it was yesterday, the day before. Somebody got all over me for even having. I'm like, what? I don't know anything about why people are pissed. They've been okay, but I guess now I know.
Bill, even I pulled up to go, listen, I'm pretty sure you're getting ready to get power bomb right now because they come in this team, right?
Yeah, you did say that, actually.
But they killed my parents, so there's that.
Well, $20 is $20.
Hit and run.
Exactly. But I'm still looking for my watch.
And him getting all pissed off when I asked him how long he's been around. It's a relevant question because if he hasn't been around all that long, and there's a lot that you just don't know.
But they're like this tag team duel, right?
Yeah.
This is their stick. That's what I was trying to tell you the other night. That's why I pulled up. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to porn bomb you right now.
No, you did say that, and I put up the full screen, but I mean, yeah, they trolled me a little bit, but it wasn't horrible. You know what I mean?
I guess that's what they do. I guess they've been doing this for a while, and it's their thing. So I don't know, but yeah.
Speaking of, I haven't seen Fabio around lately.
Mark,
But
you have so many redeeming qualities. Is that the one that you called his mother?
what?
Is that the one whose mother you called?
No.
Okay, I thought you said Froggy or whatever.
I said Fabio. I was talking about porn bombs.
Oh, Fabio. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay. He is definitely the porn bomber. Not him necessarily, but that's usually a good start to getting porn bombed.
I think there's multiple people behind Fabio because there's the one that actually would just play the video.
Right?
And there was one that started porn bombing using it.
Well, I have it on good authority that Hebrew Hammer is at least one of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Hebrew's been behind a lot of shit that other people get blamed for.
God damn, that guy is still around. Jesus.
I mean, it just blamed. I get blamed for everything anyways. Might as well just blame me.
Well, no, that's why I was happy that you admitted it because people thought I was lying, Mark. And I'm like, I'm a lot of things, but I don't lie. I mean, I'm forgetful, yes.
Now Tommy's going to be blaming every call that he gets as me for the next.
He already does. Mark, he already does.
I know. It's either, no, he blames me and
Ed.
Ethan.
Oh.
Mark and Ethan calling me again.
No, he don't blame me for calling him. He knows I don't call his bitch ass. He knows if I call him, I'm going to call him with my own number.
I definitely appreciated Mark saying so because I was like, listen, I'm a lot of things, but I don't make up that kind of shit. Like, if I'm getting called, I'm going to tell you I'm getting called.
Oh, God damn it. Oh. Anyway, Jilly Fisher, are you still here? Because I dug out those things that I'm gonna torture you with if I ever get the chance. Hold on.
You be nice to my jellyfisher. Hey, Ed.
Oh, she loves it.
She does. She does. So, Ed, is Locke going live tonight?
I got no idea. He said he was earlier. I don't know if he is, though.
Yeah, he did. That's why I was curious if Locke was going live.
I don't know. He's not right next to me to ask him.
Well, okay, I get it, smart ass.
We can ask Sabby. She's probably right next to him. And she's in the chat.
Here.
There we go. I found two of these bad boys.
All right, I'm out for the night. My bride's here. I'll see y'all later.
Peace, Mark.
One for each side.
Oh, is that a ball gag?
No.
I don't know. My guy just heard a chuckle from the.
They're supposed to be leg traps for catching coyotes and foxes and trespassers. But if you have an imagination, they can be used for other things too.
Okay, let me see comments. Am I going to hate myself for reading? First of all, okay, where's Mandingo? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me read comments. Since you're not going to, Bill.
No, I am. I'm just reading the ones that turn me on. Yes, Jilly, I have two of them actually, one for each side.
Oh, legs. One of my faves. Angela left. I left and just heard her say I haven't seen Christy since I exposed her. Blah blah. I have no idea what that is.
Exposed her?
I had no issues with Christy or Angela, so nope, not me.
Nani is so full of shit. It's pretty obvious she got ignored all through high school and the whole rest of her life, and this is her way of getting back. She
Oh, it's
can't
not.
get positive attention, so she's got to do it in a fucked up way.
Is she
Just like
live?
Jeff.
Well,
I think
no,
so.
Jeff is again. It's I don't know, man. I just shake my head. It's not alcohol with that dude. Listening to whatever he posted last night, there's just no apology there at all. I don't know. And then apparently, if you don't
There's
know,
never gonna be. He's getting a lot of attention from this, and he's gonna just run it and run it and run it until it runs dry.
I'm totally bored, Angela G. Of course, if you're talking about me. Yeah, it's like he started like I guess his profile is David Lee Roth, right? And so he was just like, and if you don't know who that is, you need to get out right now because he only has like 2 diamond, whatever you say. But like, I don't know. Everyone's praising Jeff for being sober. Well, that did not sound like a sober guy to me.
Well, I mean, I love Van Halen, and I like David Lee Roth's solo stuff.
Oh, me too.
But like, not everybody is gonna know what David Lee Roth looks like. You know, we Jeff and I are from the same era when it comes to music. And yeah, anybody that isn't into that's not gonna know what David Lee Roth looks like.
I know, right? And I'm that same era, right? I grew up with David Lee Roth and Angela. I'm sorry if I misread that. Sorry. I have no issues with you at all. But yeah, but he's just like, if you don't know who David Lee Roth is, but I don't know that I would have known, you know? He's not sober. He's
Yeah.
high as fuck on dabs. Jenny T, okay. Yes, right? I'm not claiming to be sober, right? But I'm telling you, if I did claim to be sober and I was doing dabs and gummies, I'm not sober. That's just was nuts to me.
Yeah, I don't usually actually call bullshit, but when somebody, look, any kind of marijuana product is better than being on heroin or alcohol. It's better than being on pills or anything else. But you're still not really sober. If you're getting fucked up, you're not sober.
Exactly. As someone who, has been on the wagon and off, I mean, there's sober and then there's sober. And when you're sober, you're not doing gummies and dabs. So, and he did not sound sober at all to me.
Yeah. Again, it's much better to if you have to use CBD or weed or whatever your thing is, if you have to use that as a crutch to stay off of other stuff, fine. But it just kind of irritates me when people say, "Oh, I'm sober. I just smoke weed."
Same here.
Okay.
Same here. That's my thing because that's what I do, right? And I'm like, because that's just better for me to smoke, right? But that doesn't mean I'm sober. Even if I'm not drinking, I'm still, partaking. So yeah, it does. It kind of annoys me that he does that.
I think the last time I actually watched Jeff, and I only did it because I was on the phone with somebody and she was watching. She's like, "Oh, you got to see blah blah." So I did click on. He had said, "Oh yeah, I'm sober. I've been sober for 3 weeks or whatever it was." But like the longer it went, the more fucked up he sounded, and
right,
like an hour later, you could tell he was hammered.
So did he? Okay, so am I not the only one that thinks he sounded a little hammered last night? Because he did to me.
I don't know.
And again, I'm a partaker of the marijuana, so but it just sounded like it was more than that.
It probably was. I mean, I'm an addict, and addicts are liars. Nowadays I don't care. I'll tell you what I've had. I just don't give a fuck anymore. But Back when I was trying to maintain an actual life and jobs and everything else, fucking, I lied my ass off, you know.
No, I agree. And I've gotten to the point too. I think there's something about being over 50 where I'm very open about everything, and I definitely don't claim to be sober if I'm doing dabs and, well, I've never done a dab, but I've never done a gummy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
That's-
I've tried all kinds of stuff. Pot just is never like it either does nothing at all for me, or it makes me feel ways I don't really ever want to feel again. So, and I've tried all kinds of CBD stuff that's not supposed to fuck you up, but supposed to help with anxiety or pain or sleep. And like none of it ever does me any good.
Bullshit. Okay, so I'm reading comments. Okay, so hold on. So Canadian royalty. Hold on. Are you just a minute? I don't want to get clipped.
Oh, what do you? I'm not being a very good host. I'm blabbing and not reading comments. This one.
I know. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Thank you.
Nonsense Nanya is watching the panel with Tommy and Locke. It's so dumb. Look, she was egging that shit on the whole time, and then when they really she was fucking egging Tommy to fucking do something. She probably ought to be considered an accessory.
So now it's basically she went live with Locke.
And then she was so fucking fake. Oh, stop! Don't do it. Yeah, you're fake. She's fake.
Yeah. We're getting clipped.
That's fine.
I hate that. No wonder Edward left. Thought Fellowship again. She's definitely okay. Bill, I promise we are so okay, but I'm gonna head out of the panel. Just because.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right. Peace.
All
Happy
right.
New Year
Just,
again. Okay.
just keep taking your lithium, and I think we'll be okay.
I'll do my best. Okay. Thanks, Bill.
Right on. All right. Does anybody else want to abuse me? Because I'm down. Or I don't know if Locksmith's planning on going live, I'll be happy to hand it off to him. And his blood is made of Crisco and shame. Oh man, that's what I call being down bad. She's the one that said Locke is in Colorado. I saw it. I guess maybe I didn't see all of it, but I saw like somebody had like 20 minutes of it. I don't remember who, but like I saw the lead up, and then Tommy, thinking he was a big man, he got at least he got 2 or 3 hits on Locke and didn't put him down. He thinks that makes him tough. No, Tommy, that just makes you stupid and a pussy. I mean, Locke gave him 2 hits, and it didn't put him down. It didn't stop it. If Locke wanted to, he could have fucking killed his ass. That's the thing. That's why I mean, I will fight. Like if somebody disrespects my woman, I will do something about it. That being said, if they go around starting shit just to watch me fight, I'm gonna get away from her. I'm not fucking. Yeah, if a woman is impressed by violence, then um, yeah, that's not something you really want around. You know, Tommy paid the price while Anya sat back and collected the benefit. He probably doesn't realize that yet. Locke wasn't there to fight. I don't think he was there to fight either. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do you much good to show up, you know, at somebody's place. And yeah, I don't really think Locke was there to fight either, to be honest with you. I mean, he was ready to go have dinner after he got hit. Yeah, I mean, Locke showed his face like hours later, and he didn't look like he was damaged. I mean, you get 2 free hits on a guy's face, and you don't even black his eye. I mean, yeah, you might want to pump some iron there, Tommy. And I'm not a tough guy, and I'm not a strong guy anymore. But damn it, if I'm getting 2 free hits, I'm gonna make them count. Replaying negativity shows her intentions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucking Tommy and Locke paid the price while she's collecting the benefit. She's getting something out of it, or she wouldn't be replaying it. White cloud is 1/4 of black cloud. Well, I mean that I can't really argue with that. That's something else that none of you fucked up. I mean, cloutflation is through the roof. You can't go just handing out clout without cloutflation. That's why her clouts aren't worth very much. My clouts, however, since I don't give them out very much, are worth a lot more. I just don't give out clout because I don't really like any of you. Tommy was trying to say that. See, that's the thing. Like, fucking, there are people that are so brainwashed by Tommy that, like, they'll believe that shit and they'll stick it in their heads. But, like, we all saw it. I don't remember Locke talking any differently at all. But I mean, even if let's say, even if Locke had a busted lip and a loose tooth, that still isn't jack shit for 2 free hits. Well, flake. I can't read that. Be kind. It's too many syllables. Can you dumb it down for me? I hope people didn't misunderstand what I was saying earlier about weed. It's 100% better. If somebody has to use it, or if somebody uses it to get off of something worse, then that's fucking awesome. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying that you're still getting fucked up. Even I mean, people can generally control their weed. People lose control on alcohol. They lose control on pills, and they lose control on everything else. I wish to God pot would work for me because I would much rather be on something like that than the fucking shit I'm getting from the doctor. So I hope you didn't misunderstand what I was saying earlier. I'm just saying that by definition, you're not really sober if you're still getting high. And as far as I'm concerned, it should be legal across the board. You know, back in the day when pot wasn't it wasn't socially accepted and it wasn't always easy to get. And for years and years and years, it was $40 for a quarter ounce. I have no clue what it is now, but like it never went up for years. And there was kind of, I mean, they had like there was a few times where people like, oh, this is $2,000 an ounce CIA shit, man. You can't get this or whatever. You know, it'd be fucking dark purple and sticky and all the kind of signs that you look for. And even that shit didn't help me. If you know the history about why pot became illegal, and the same thing with like you used to be able to buy cough medicine that was made from heroin, alcohol, and weed. I'm not saying that that's a good thing for you. I'm just saying you used to be able to get stuff that worked, so long as you didn't get carried away with it. But the whole reason that pot was made illegal was strictly so that politicians and businessmen could make money because they developed DuPont developed nylon and there wasn't really a big need for it because rope and everything was made out of hemp. Hemp doesn't really even get you high, so oh god, and nobody even I'm gonna have to dig that book out. Like nobody called it marijuana. People didn't know what marijuana was. They called it hemp, and they actually put it on a ballot to make that because they put up billboards. And I'm not shitting you here. Billboards would say Negroes and I forget the name that they use for Mexicans, but they would say Negroes and whatever get high on this stuff and they rape white women. We need to illegalize it. I mean, the billboards fucking said that. So of course everybody voted to illegalize it. You had farmers voting to illegalize their own crop because they didn't know what it was talking about. Yeah, it's wild. So they scheduled it as a drug that has no medicinal value, which everybody knew was bullshit. Oh yeah, you had things like laudanum that was made out of opium. I mean, yeah, you could get carried away with it. And the guy that invented Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola actually did have cocaine in it. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bottle of the old stuff. Um, but it actually had cocaine in it, and they were using. He developed it as a way to get off of morphine because he'd gotten addicted to morphine because he got hurt in the Civil War, and a lot of those guys got addicted to morphine. So they were using cocaine to get off of the morphine, which I personally think is a hell of an idea that I have tried repeatedly. Awesome, and I never saw that movie. I don't think. Train Spotting was a uh, hell of a movie that showed what it's like to be dope sick. Yeah, train spotting is weird, but so are more for heroin addicts. Reefer Madness. That's the name of one of the books I was talking about. I think there's more than one book by that title, but um, the one I'm talking about, it's I don't know, like 400 some pages, but it goes through the whole history of how marijuana and morphine and like how all the stuff, a lot of the stuff was illegalized based on racism. Like they used opium as a way to lock up Chinese people because they were the biggest importers of it. And, yeah, you think of a Little House on the Prairie episode where, oh man, I remember that, where Albert got addicted to morphine and withdrawal was saying he's going to die, and Pod goes, "You're going to live, dude." Yeah, but I've been through morphine withdrawals, and it it won't really kill you, but it'll make you think you're going to die. And I remember that episode too. Man, it's been probably 30 years since I saw Little House on the Prairie. But I used to have to watch it after school every day because my sister got to pick a show, and then I got to pick a show, and she always wanted to watch Little House on the Prairie, which I thought was stupid. But I wanted to watch MASH, so what else was there? I thought the Brady Bunch was kind of stupid too. Morphine makes you violent, really? Oh, oh God! Why are you back?
Because I feel I can't quit you.
Well, you know what? I'll have to give you a pass on that one because that's what all the girls say.
Oh my God, I love Little House on the Prairie. And yes, my little brother had to succumb to what I wanted to watch. So that's why I watched that show. And little Laura Ingalls was my hero. Wasn't that her name?
Well, Laura, yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that Mr. Edwards was probably a badass when nobody was looking.
Wasn't that the friend of the dad?
Yeah, he had a big old beard.
Yeah, that guy. Okay. It's been 100 years since I've watched that show, but I'm telling you, I made my brother.
Oh man, and you just know that the couple that owned the store, Nils and I forget.
Yes!
Yeah, you just know that they were some BDSM freaks, right? Like you know that he was getting tied up at night.
Absolutely, man.
Oh yeah.
Can we ask why Locke isn't live yet?
Say what?
Why isn't Locke live yet? I thought Locke was going live.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard. I don't.
Well, you
If
know,
he's waiting on me, I'll hang this shit up if he's ready to go.
I don't know. I'm trying to keep
I'm
up
all
with
out of material.
JT Colfax is cool. I like him.
Oh yeah.
I like him. He used to scare the fuck out of me a couple of years ago. I thought, who is this guy? But I like him. He's become one of my faves.
Well, no, he scares everybody. You just have to learn to embrace the fear.
And once you embrace the fear, he's awesome. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Pippi
Yeah, something.
Longstocking. Christy, yes, right. Pippi Longstocking was another one I loved. I'm actually reading chat this time, Bill.
I don't think our TV got that one. There was a lot of stuff I didn't get to see as a kid because we only got 4 channels, and um, 2 of them were NBC, and the other 2 were so that, like there was 2 and 2 of the same. So we really only got 2 show choices to choose from at a time.
I had 4 channels growing up. It was ABC, CBS, NBC,
CBS, yeah.
and then Fox, whatever, and so there were certain shows, there were certain staples though that I remember. This is young kid though, but I think we're close to the same age. I remember the Waltons. Like there were certain things that my parents would let
Oh
me see,
yeah. Good night,
right?
John Boy. Yeah.
Yep, right. So the Waltons was one, Brady Bunch was one of my faves, and I was the older, like of two kids. So I kind of ran that, what we watched. But so yeah, there was like but I read all the Laura Ingalls books, The Little House on the Prairie. I had the whole you know what I mean? Like back in the day when people had books, like I was obsessed.
I read one of those when I was in elementary school. We had to pick a book to do a book report on, and one of them that I did was one of the Little House on the Prairie things, and I thought, oh, cool! I've seen all these shows a million times. I probably already know all the material. And then I read it. It was the dumbest fucking goddamn thing I ever read. I was like, this sucks, man. And it's not like the TV show.
I'm so into those books, man. Because they went way past the show. Like I was so obsessed with anything Little House on the Prairie. I had the dolls.
I don't know if my sister had I remember my sister had Strawberry Shortcake that I ended up blowing up with firecrackers, but I don't know if she had Little House on the Prairie or not.
I had, okay, yeah. So I was really into Barbies, and I had a little brother, and who was really into fireworks, and the stuff they would do with my dolls
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
is unspeakable. It's just unspeakable what my brother and his friends would do with my Barbie
Man,
doll.
the old bottle rockets they don't sell anymore. They would carry enough payload to launch half a Barbie up into the sky.
Yep. They tormented me, man, with that shit. They totally blew
I
up my
look back now at like all the old metal Tonka trucks that I destroyed with 22 rifles, and those things go for big bucks now.
It's interesting that you say that because I don't want to say too much about my personal, but it is interesting because I spent some time in the toy industry, and boys are so
you need to specify you were in the adult toy industry or the
no.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying boys are very rough on toys. Like
you haven't dated some of the girls I dated then.
They would be like, I remember the commercials as a kid, indestructible, right? And I'd be like, well, you haven't met my brother. My brother would blow up everything. Like there was nothing that he would like self-destruct. Strawberry Shortcake was my fave. I know, I remember Strawberry Shortcake, but I think I hated her because it was a redhead and I was a redhead, so I hated anything redheaded.
Oh yeah, I remember My Little Ponies. I think I blew some of those up too.
That's what my kid was into. But that My Little Pony was a big thing here for a lot of years.
Well, see, when I was a kid, we were pretty poor, so most of my toys I took good care of until I got kind of outgrew them and thought I was too big, and then I blew them up.
Kind of me.
But like we were we were pretty poor, so I didn't really have GI Joes. I had GI Terry, which was kind of like the
Too.
closeted gay version of GI Joe.
Oh my God, like, yeah, that's the thing. Like with my Barbie stuff, like everything was a knockoff or I made, right? Like I made my own Barbie van because we were very poor. So imagine how upset I was when my brother and his friend blew up, and we cut all the hair off of him. Yeah, I used to get so mad.
Oh God, Teletubbies were big when I wouldn't let my daughter watch Teletubbies because I went to pick her up from the babysitters one day, and I walk in, and like you can never get half a dozen toddlers to all watch the same thing at the same time and never utter a sound, except for Teletubbies. And I'm looking at it, and that like there had to be some kind of subliminal shit going on. It was
I've heard that.
unnatural, and you can't break that gaze. I was like, hey, no Teletubbies in my house, and I don't want her any more Teletubbies here. It was
I grew up,
it was weird.
yeah,
It was unnatural.
it was totally unnatural. And hey, Cuba's in the house. No, and so now by the time I had a kid, Teletubbies, like she didn't really get into Teletubbies, but I remember it always being on the screen, like, in the store and stuff. And there was something very hypnotic about the Teletubbies.
Yes.
Barney, that's the one. I love you. You love me. Whatever it was.
Homosexuality. Yeah, I would let my kids watch that motherfucker either.
No, for a year when Barney was huge, like my department was right next to the kids' department, and it's like a department store, right? And so all you hear all day, I love you, you love me, whatever that was. But I just remember that purple fucking dinosaur. Now, this is before I had my kid, right? So there was no way I'd ever let her watch Barney or the Teletubbies. But My Little Pony, she loved. Still does, kind of.
Yeah, I wasn't real big on letting my kids watch a whole lot of TV. In fact, I wouldn't let them have video games for a long time either. I think my youngest was about 10 before I even got them their first Xbox, and I never let them hook it up to the internet.
Good for you. Good for you.
And I didn't want my
While too.
kids
Took me a while
babysat by
too.
TV and video games.
I was a little paranoid, but come to find out, it might have helped a little bit because she's very aware. Like she'll show me stuff all the time now that she's older. So, I mean, she's still a minor and a teenager, but she's has some savvy to her.
I forget the dude's name at the moment, but PCI caught a guy, and like I never really, when my kids were minors, I didn't really expose them to this too much. Like my son, well, actually all my kids, not Tikoi, but my son was a minor, so I didn't really want him involved in that kind of stuff, but he was aware of it.
Right.
But anyway, I got my daughter into it when she got to be an adult, and PCI caught a guy. My daughter is from that area. PCI caught a guy that she had to block on Instagram because he was creeping on her. He was like 10 years older than her.
Well, again, like at least they know now. Like I feel like if she's getting creeped on, like she tells me about it, or she'll be like, "Look," like she knows. Again, like there's a big difference. So when I started like kind of watching, when I got into YouTube and I started my channel, she was like 13, 14, and now she's 16, and it's just, and she still, I don't know. It's just. She definitely has. She's very savvy to internet predators, and if that's because so I'm like, well, maybe that's something good that came out of this, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's where the predators have the advantage is a lack of awareness,
right?
Or a lack of willingness to check up. Like it's terrible. Like I had oh man, like I wasn't trying to like impose on my daughter's every little move, but like sometimes there were certain things I would just want to check. You know what I mean? I didn't want to know all of her conversations she had about boys. That would have just pissed me off anyway.
Well,
I
that
just
would
wanted to
make
make sure nobody was creeping on. But trying to get a phone away from a 15-year-old,
Mhm.
yeah, that's a battle.
That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of was really impressed that because she does she does the roadblocks thing, right? And
Mhm.
so she knows that I'm paranoid about everything. And so she's like, "No, I really want you to see all of this." And we spent like 3 hours going through everything. And so she would show me like the chat and who's creepy. Like, so she gets it. So again, so if my obsession with these, predator catcher channels has done anything, maybe it has helped because she's still very innocent
Yeah,
in a very good way, you know.
yeah.
Be
Sometimes
kind.
there aren't always clear lines, or you don't always know the exact right answer. Or sometimes you know the answer, but getting from here to there is not always easy.
I just feel like I just got incredibly lucky. Roblox
Did you know
sucks.
that Alex
Scammer.
caught a babysitter who was on care.com, and he was touching kids that make me see, oh my, wow.
No way, Jenny T. No way. No fucking way. My baby daddy, I love him dearly, but he, when we first split, used that. And I'm like, they don't do background checks. Because I called pretending to
Oh,
be
they
like,
don't?
um, I called them pretending that I needed care for my kid, right? After I found out that this was freaking 10 years ago. But I called them and there's no background checks or anything on these people.
Wow. That's just a breeding ground then.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. I had a fit when I found out that he went out of town and did this shit. I had a fit, and that's why we were just when we were going through all the court stuff. So I literally called them pretending to be somebody who needed care for my kid, right? And there's no background checks.
Wow.
Uh-huh. And they said the only way that you have to you have to personally request them. You have to connect with them, right? Outside of the care network, you have now this was 10 years ago. So it might be different now. But it was my responsibility to ask the caretaker for a background check. So it takes nothing to be on care.com. You could be an
Wow.
axe murderer and be on care.com. Never use that service for your kids.
Well, I mean, just because somebody's an axe murderer doesn't mean they would hurt a kid.
I'm just saying, just never, ever. If you don't know them, don't leave them with Juniper. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it can be hard,
Sorry.
to find a babysitter that one you like and the kid likes. I mean,
That's what
I live in small towns, so even if I didn't already know who the person was, I could find out about them pretty damn quick, but not everybody has that luxury.
well, and I'm in a very big city where you just, again, like, you never, I don't know why anyone would do that unless you're totally retarded, which at the time my ex was. So it happened. And it never happened again. I will say that. Once I found out, that never happened again. I think it was the school that called me or something.
I think like the worst. Well, no, I had a couple of bad experiences with babysitters. I guess one no, I had a bunch of bad experiences when we kept changing them, but one of them I found out that this couple, well, they weren't a couple. This babysitter had an ex that would come over when there were no other adults there, and they would get into screaming matches at each other. Like I wouldn't even have a screaming match with me and her
Right,
mother, and
right,
you know what I mean? We would
right.
never do that. So
That's
I
why
found
you
out
can't
about it third
babysit.
hand, and yeah.
You
And then
can't
another
babysit
one would just feed her
on
fucking.
fight.
She fed my daughter candy constantly, and we would let her have candy, but not very much. And one day I was driving her home, and she said, "Daddy, no feel good." So I stopped, and she fucking puked all over the back of my truck, and like it was nothing but bologna and fucking tons of gummy bears.
Oh, no
And
way.
so I drove her back. I'm like, "Hey, this shit's gonna stop," or you know what I mean?
See that? You
Yeah.
can't lie. That see, there's the proof right there when they throw it up.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. As soon as you said, "Daddy, my tummy doesn't feel so good," I knew exactly what you were
You
going to
know
say.
it's coming. Oh yeah.
No, Juniper, I know you were kidding. I'm kidding too.
Oh shit, what I miss.
Nothing. I'm just reading chat and I'm just being chatty tonight, I guess. Be kind. I like her. She says, "Thanks for sharing, Jenny. I try to keep up with it all, but I can only do." No, she's already gone. And I hope
Yeah,
nobody.
Jenny T's good at knowing what's going on. She's one of the people that keeps me updated.
Well, she's somebody who I didn't think liked me before, so I just. Right, because I thought Alex or Pablo was getting to him for sure. I'm just trying to. Yeah, no, I know. Like, it's on locals. I'm gonna have to figure out locals. Bill, how have you tried locals yet? Because I don't even mind paying for it, but because Alex, I feel like does a good job and stuff. But I don't know. Have you had much luck with locals?
I haven't.
Yeah, I'm
I
just. I
can't even get Rumble to work right. Like I never get
me
notifications,
too.
and
Same.
yeah.
Same here, right? And so, um, like he has a couple channels that he uses, the NV Cap and the Texas one. So, but that's usually the only catches I ever watch of Alex's because I can't quite figure out the locals or the Rumble.
Yeah, I don't know that I've even tried locals. I just kind of like I still support the hell out of everybody, but it's just gotten just difficult to watch or difficult to keep up with, or however you
Keep
want
up
to.
with, right? But I think Alex is definitely trying.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I think he's doing it right by saying, "Hey,
Well,
listen, you
he
go on
does
live."
go live on YouTube before he does a catch on
That's
like
what I
on
mean.
2 different channels, so that is a
Yeah.
help.
And I don't see anyone else really doing that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he's puts in the sweat and tears.
Yeah, I mean he's always ahead of the curve. You know, it's like he's smart enough to like he always has a plan. Like he knows what's coming, and he
I
starts
know.
working on getting things in line like before it hits.
He's just a baby, like age wise, but I'm like, he's impressive, you know?
Yeah, I liked him. Like I remember when Alex got his first 1,000 subs. I remember when there was only like 20 of us in his chats. So I've been around. Like I started watching him because he was catching predators and trolling them, which I thought was fucking awesome. But I like the style that he's developed into, also. You know.
That's the thing. He's definitely way different than the guy I remember when I first started watching these things. Like that's why it's like okay, he's just maturing into his self, you know, because he's young. By the
Yeah.
way, Bill, did you see Danielle just came in?
Yes, I did actually. I was just waiting for you to shut the fuck up so I could comment on her. Billionites. I like that actually.
Hi, Danielle. Happy New Year, sweets. She's mine way
Yep.
before she's yours, Bill.
There is yet another one of my alts. We were just talking about all the alts that I have earlier, Danielle. I was kind of hoping you'd pop up then, to, you know.
Oh, Night Cuba. Happy New Year's. I have a couple of faves in here.
You have what?
Faves. I've had a couple of people that I like. I say, like, my Danielle. Cuba.
I don't really like anybody, except like the ones that send me booby pictures. I like them, but pretty much everybody else can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, well,
I'm kidding. I love y'all,
I know.
except for a few of you.
That's why every time I come up on your panel, you're like, "Oh God, shoot me in the face right now."
Well, don't misunderstand patience and tolerance for being liked, because there is a difference.
Yeah. Phil, how rude. LOL. See? Even
Yes, I am rude. I know I'm rude.
See?
And I know that none of these people would be here if I wasn't paying them secretly.
Of course. Wait, speaking of paying people to come up on panel, have we seen Mandingo?
Yeah, I pay for him by the month, so he should be.
Me too. Like, where the heck is Mandingo when we need him?
Yeah. Apparently, I got a monthly subscription to a Mexican for no fucking reason.
Same here. Hey, you guys getting paid for this? I wish.
Danielle, don't act like you're not getting paid. I just sent you a dick pic earlier today.
I definitely should be getting paid for this. Well, shoot, as long as not live.
I don't know if he's going live or not. I don't know. I said if he's waiting for me, he can fucking go. I don't really have anything else I want to talk about.
Well, I heard your girlfriend's live, so maybe that's keeping him.
My girlfriend. Oh,
I'm kidding.
You're fired.
Kidding.
You're fired.
I know. Sorry. I have no hatred for anyone. I'm happy with people. Everything's fine. But yeah, Locke needs to go live.
Lydia, I have reviewed your file, and I like what I see. As far as raises go, I will send you. I'll tell you what. I'll just go all out, and the next dick pic I send you, I'm gonna send you both inches.
I'm pulling up my channel to see how many subs I've lost being on here.
Oh, see, look, Danielle knows how not to get fired.
Oh, Danielle's awesome. She totally knows how.
Squirrel, damn it. I started thinking, never mind.
Squirrel.
Oh, yeah, speaking of squirrel, yeah, Danielle like this. Oh, God. I told everybody these were for something else earlier, but they are actually squirrel traps. if I'm being honest.
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, is that a ball gag? Because I don't know.
No, it's not a ball gag. It's a trap.
I couldn't tell what the fuck you were showing.
Booby trap. I mean, theoretically, you could trap squirrels with them. Hypothetically, of course.
I killed a squirrel once, and I gotta tell you, there's guilt about it still to this day. It was a few years ago because they kept getting they were just eating my corn plants. I got to the point where I just hated them. They became my enemy, and so I set up this trap with the food and everything. So it gets into the trap, right? And then they listen for 3 days.
What,
So
you just left it in there for 3 fucking days?
I'm telling you, I have some mental trauma over this whole thing, right? So I was murdering a squirrel and listening to it. And I didn't want, I know, right? No, I know, no. So but I couldn't kill it. So I'm listening to it, just struggling every night. And I'm just like, oh my God, I need to kill this squirrel. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't bring myself to kill it. But yet it was dying slowly. Just so you know, the trap went away after that. And I sacrificed years of corn plants because I will never live through killing a squirrel again. I really felt like the worst human being ever.
I've killed, I couldn't even tell you how many hundreds, maybe thousands of squirrels I've killed, but it was always to eat them, and I did it quick.
God, it's so gross, Bill. Because they are cute. That's the other goddamn thing about them. They're cute. And then they're always hiding nuts and everything. I will do a whole pad of new plants, right? And then walk away for 2 days and I come back and it's like, God damn it.
Well,
I
Danielle
was just so upset at the time, right?
Danielle hides nuts too, but I wouldn't trap her in a cage for 3 days. And never mind. I retract everything I just said.
I will never live this down now. Yeah, I totally listened to a squirrel die for 3 days. It was, again, it's nothing I'm proud of, clearly. And it's been a few years. And I just don't grow corn anymore. That's what I do. I have not grown corn in 3 or 4 years. At least 4 years, probably. Because I just got to where I just hated these damn squirrels so much.
There's a guy, I forget the name of his channel on YouTube, and I've built similar traps before. Sometimes people will have a critter that they want gone, but oh my God, don't kill it. So I got to set up a fucking live trap, catch the damn thing, and take it out. And they believe set it free. Really, I eat the damn things. But
I think that's what this trap was. Just so you know, Bill, I think that this trap was set for me to do that in some way. I don't know. So again, I listened to it die for 3 days.
Well, most live traps, usually you just pick them up and take them wherever you want to go, and then you just open the hatch that he goes into and let him get out. I've got a video up on, I think on Instagram and YouTube, but I caught a raccoon. I was trying to catch a specific cat that I caught everything but that damn cat. I caught little fucker. I caught possums. I caught raccoon. Anyway, there's a video where I caught a raccoon and took it out and let it go free. But anyway, you can watch on there to see how to work a live trap.
Bill, can we go back to talking about Jeff?
Fuck, why?
Because it's like this car accident. I can't stop looking. Jeff, DD 214. I'm looking for Jeff and you would see him. I don't know.
A DD 214 is the paperwork that every military person gets when they get out of the military. It says everything they did. That's what a DD 214 is.
didn't know that.
I got pretty excited when I saw Double D. I'm like, oh, and no, it was-
Be Kind says there are rabid animals out there, and if you have pets that go outside, you kind of have to take care of. I know, right?
yeah, that's true.
Interesting, right? Be Kind. That is, she's right.
Yeah, no, that is true, and I've experienced that at with my own aminals, even well, whatever. But yeah, I had quite a few people call me like, "Hey, I think I got a." Sometimes, a lot of times, people think they have a rabid creature, but they're not really rabid. They've just been cornered and they're mad.
Right, right.
But yeah, if you got something with rabies, you do need to kill it immediately.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
And if
Read a lot
it's
of
bitten
cats.
anything of yours, you need to save it and let a professional cut its head open and see if it's actually got rabies.
Honestly, we did so well with our cats. We had brother and sister cats, and we did so, but I blame the kid's dad because I gave him custody of them. And once I did that, they got eaten by coyotes. Like they lived like so many years, right? But
What got eaten by coyotes?
my two cats,
Oh yeah, that happens.
yeah,
We've lost a few that way.
yeah. I
That's the
mean,
thing. I'm always like, they got too
years.
many fucking cats out there. They don't need them. But then when a coyote eats one of them, I get mad and I go coyote hunting.
I wouldn't. I don't blame you, especially like I had these two cats for over 10 years. I was so mad. Damn it! Like
Well,
I
they
had
never
two
eat.
cats.
They never eat the cats that don't play with me and that borrow $50 and never pay me back. They always eat the ones that fucking like climb up my leg and look me in the eye and like, hi, you know.
Damn it!
That reminds me, little fucker still owes me $100.
He does. Little fucker's awesome though.
Fucking
I told you that's kind of. I started
dude,
watching shorts with little
he's a
fucker.
hell of a poker player. And that's why
Little
I
fucker's
mean,
awesome. I really like little fucker. Like you got me attached to that little cat. I'm
yeah,
into him.
I'm really not a cat guy at all. But there is something about little fucker. I think it's because we're so much alike. His back's fucked up like mine. He walks like I do half the time. Like
Yeah,
he's been killed. I couldn't even tell you how many times.
no, definitely. He kind of reminds me of, like, again, I lost both my cats recently, but he's definitely a little fucker. Like he's cool. That's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Like he's half human, I think.
Yeah, he like I know it looks like sometimes when I'm talking to him and I act like he's answering me shit, sometimes I actually hear his answer like in my head. I don't know, maybe that's not right, but
Yeah, you gotta keep little fucker alive. I'm sorry, but that
oh
needs
no, I'm trying. That's the only cat I've ever taken to the vet.
okay. Good. Because
Usually, I mean, well, what got everybody onto little fucker is at the time, like again, I'm not a cat guy, but like he was giving me fives and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know, sounds weird, but we had some kind of connection. And I was talking on here actually. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to put this cat down. And usually, it's nothing for me to. If an animal's suffering, it's nothing for me to put it down, and it's suffering quick. But I was really
right.
struggling with it. And I'm like, man, I don't know if it's I'm getting old or what, but people were at the time I didn't have a cash app, and people
No
were
way.
like,
Is that
we're
literally how
sending you money and you're taking that fucking thing to the vet. They were like demanding it. So that's when I opened my cash app. And they
nice.
sent money and I took him to the vet.
Bill, that's a kind of a cool story. I like that. Because again, like little fucker kind of grew on me watching that. I was just like, oh, because he's all sorts of injured.
Oh yeah, he got well, you know about him getting shot, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just
Yeah.
like you can't help but love this little fucker cat. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
just did been kind of following the progress.
Yeah. And like he was helping me make pipe bombs one time and had a close call there too. That was his idea.
Of course.
What's
Hey,
going on,
Rod.
Rod?
Happy 2024. Yes.
Yeah, fuck 2024 and 2023.
Well, we're entering 2024, so I think we should be positive about it. It's the first day of 2024, Bill.
Fuck
Let's
that.
embrace it. No, I say fuck 2020 and every year after that. I'm so looking for a new year where I don't have a dead parent or, just I'm looking for a fresh year. And hopefully, I won't completely dox my location, but people know I'm in the Northwest where everything closed for the last several years. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping for, a prosperous 2024.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope everybody does well. Whatever. I don't really wish the worst for people. Unless they piss me off, then I can give a fuck less.
No, some people deserve it, but
Oh, yeah. Somewhere, somebody out there is having a great day that doesn't deserve it, and it is up to us to change that.
Exactly, right?
All right, y'all. I really don't feel like being on YouTube anymore
I
tonight.
don't either. I gotta leave too. So, Locke, he's probably over on Onions.
Yeah, we haven't had a good lock stream in a while.
We need a Locke stream, exactly, because he lets everyone up. You just let. No, we need a good Locke stream. So let's go all pressure Locke and leave Bill, give Bill some peace. And
Yeah, because I think pretty much all of you suck.
no, you do not. But I think you guys are all wonderful. Let's have a great 2024.
Oh my god.
Oh, shut up. And let's, I don't know, peace, love, all that shit.
No, I'm not heading to bed. It's nowhere near my bedtime.
Okay, well, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Let's go troll other shit. Let's make
Well,
Locke
there you
play.
go. Angela, I think Angela. Oh, did I miss that right?
Oh, Angela
Yeah,
doesn't.
Angela G just went live. So you guys have a place. I don't feel guilty. Sometimes I feel bad because like people just want a place to go and hang out, and
I know, right? Right?
I don't
No,
like.
I
I
do
don't.
that.
I know that they'll go over to Nunez, but I don't always necessarily want to. I feel like I'm throwing people to the wolves.
I know. No, I know, right? So I get it because I've gone live. That's why the cat eyes was cracking me up earlier. She's like, she couldn't even remember who she got kicked from because I didn't want to call Angela out by name. I just said some old redheaded bitch just kicked me. I love cat eyes, but I won't be. You won't see me on Angela's likely anytime soon because I've been kicked. So, anyways.
Well, I mean,
So I appreciate you, Bill, for putting up with me.
yeah, I'm really sucking it in right now, to be honest with you.
I know. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you. Danielle appreciates it.
God, I hope so.
Danielle sends me the best numbers for scammers, by the way. I just want to give her
Oh
a
yeah.
little shout out. Yeah. She knows what to email me about, right? So she'll get some of these scammers on the line going, and then she'll email me and it's with the number and she'll tell me exactly the story she's telling them. And I've had some really good videos just based because of what Danielle has fed me. Like
Cool.
Danielle's super awesome.
I keep thinking I need to get back into doing that more. I used to do it a lot. I didn't record hardly any of it. I just like to waste their time so they're not ripping off a real person.
I know.
Those ones that are from the DEA and the CIA and that are from all these different
SS,
departments,
yep,
you can keep them going for like 8 hours, man. You just act like you're on your way to
right.
the bank, and oh shit, I just hit an old person. Keep driving, keep driving.
When I first started doing this, I would keep them going for hours, Bill, like
Oh yeah,
hours. But now it's, it's really become, first of all, there's a lot of, it's more about emails and then the link people will click. So, and then also, so social security scammers are basically kind of taking over the Amazon scams.
yeah.
So, once, I don't know, once they say you owe them, then security's involved, and I don't know the whole thing, but people fall for it. Like we listen to it, and it sounds so silly. Like like who would ever give a social security number, right? But
Yeah, and like the, all of a sudden the government wants you to start paying your taxes and iTunes cards. And, yeah,
right, the fact that people do this. I mean, I've talked to victims that have been taken in the last year. It's still happening.
yeah.
So it just kills me. But anyways, yeah, the only thing we can do is really just waste their time.
The thing is, and I know this sounds cruel, is baby boomers are dying off, so they're really going to have to up their game because
See,
people are.
Bill, I think that's why the social security scams have, like, it's really become more about the pop-ups and if they can get you to get the link, right? Or sell payments. Sell is the scariest thing to me because there are people that are getting Sell is connected to your real bank account, right? So if you're an
Yeah,
old person and you don't realize and you send a Sell, I mean, I had someone the other day that it was Bank of America, right? And they wouldn't replace the money. So there's a party that's like, well, don't be an idiot and you sell. But I'm telling you, the scammers are getting more clever. They're
do you
figuring out.
do you get text messages where they say, and I think that they're targeting guys my age because it's always some Asian girl who claims that she's in New York, but when she sends a selfie, all the writing behind her is in Japanese, and then she has a Chicago phone number, and like they'll say,
Right.
"Hi, is this Olivia?" And listen, if I don't feel like fucking with them, I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a long time, whatever," and then they just go away. Um, but
I
yeah,
think
it's like you
target
say
males.
no, so sorry, wrong number, and if you're friendly with them, they start sending you selfies, and
Right.
you can drag that shit out for a long time too. But
When I first got on Twitter, before I ever even had a scam channel or anything under my real name, there was this gal that would like friended me and was texting me, and she was basically what she was trying to do was say that her father she had all this money coming in, right? And that she just needed a real mom for her father, right?
mhm.
So that was like the first hint that I got at that. And people probably must fall for that shit, right?
They
And then
have
when I
to. They
made fun of
wouldn't. They
her,
wouldn't
she's
do it.
like, "I can't believe how dare you make fun of me and my dying father, whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, go fuck yourself."
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
I love getting them because of course, you've also. I can subtly aggravate people so that they don't even know they're aggravated yet, and just a little bit at a time. Well, like I'm looking for that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Um,
right.
and then by the time they start to suspect they're being had, they've got so much time invested into it. They don't want to believe that they're being taken, so they kind of like it works on them too. Danielle, I'll read you pretty much anything you want if I could get you to fucking call me.
Danielle, don't call him ever.
Well, she's probably smart for not doing it.
No, that's why I'm trying to save her.
You can't save them all.
I'm trying.
Did you
Did
see that
you?
Ukraine now has mentally disabled people in the front line? I'm not surprised.
Oh, sad.
I mean, during the Vietnam War, the United States did the same thing.
As horrible as that sounds, it kind of almost makes sense, but horrible. I mean, the
Yeah,
thought is horrible.
they just take people like that, and they just put them out front to get the enemy to fire on them, to one, waste their ammunition, and two, to give away where they're at. And yeah, they just cannon fodder. That's what it is. Fuck, I keep forgetting that I am Danielle.
Look in the mirror. See me. Oh, Danielle. She is being mysterious.
No, Danielle was Danielle's another one that they've accused, or they've accused me of being her.
Oh,
like pretty much any girl
you're
that I
totally,
talk to, they're like, "Oh, that's you."
I can put that to rest right now. No,
Yeah.
you and Danielle are not the same people.
No, I was suspicious at first, not that she was me, but that she was not who she said she was. And then it just didn't occur to me for like 3 months to actually look at her social media. It's like, oh shit, she's got YouTube videos up, and all right, yeah, shit. Sorry,
I didn't see that.
I thought you were a guy. Yeah.
I knew she was real just because she's been emailing me scammer numbers and shit like that for like over a year and a half. So,
well, how do you know it's not really me?
Because I just
maybe I'm just creating a paper trail and witnesses.
I don't know. Something just told me that it wasn't you.
How do you know?
I don't know. I just know.
You might never really know.
By the way, your thumbnail, is that a dumpster fire?
It was a nuclear explosion, but yeah, it could be a dumpster fire easily.
By the way, speaking of dumpster files, have we heard anything recently from Cam or the good guy and JD train?
I don't. Yeah, no, Cam's been live. But I don't. I'm not even subbed to JD's. I was subbed to his original channel, but I'm not subbed to the channel he goes live on. I'm not subbed to the good guy, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I get updated about them from Warbot.
I like Warbot, by the way. He's one of my
Well, I do too.
Yeah, you have good taste in friends. He's cool.
Yeah, if I could just get Danielle and Jilly into the same hot tub.
No, but you're going to have to pick between one of them, and then
No,
you also have Andrea.
I don't, no. Oh yeah, I got to get Andrea in there too.
Right. You love Andrea.
Why do I have to? I don't think it would be that big of a stretch to get them all three in a hot tub, as long as I'm not there.
Not a huge stretch at all.
No.
You're right, though. You may not need to be there.
She can swim around while we're busy. Hey, somebody's got to hold the camera, or nobody gonna believe that shit.
I can.
All right, y'all.
Well, they're
really
busy.
right.
Jilly Fisher. I think Jilly really is your girl, though. I think I had to pick one.
Well, if you can convince her of that, I'm down.
Yeah, Danielle's too innocent still.
Huh?
Danielle's too innocent for you. I'm gonna keep
Too
her.
what?
Jilly, I think. Jilly, I think would be a great addition.
No, did you say that Danielle is too innocent for me? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did say that.
You've not had the, oh yeah, you've not had the paracord. That's all I have to say.
I'm
innocent. Oh, she has a hell of an imagination.
I'm protective over Danielle.
Well, I
And
mean,
Julie,
I am
Julie
too,
can
really.
handle herself just fine. Julie, I already can tell Julie can handle herself just fine.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Squirrel. All right, y'all know I'm thinking about 3 different girls at once, and like they're all filing papers on me as we speak. Really,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off of here.
Training orders.
I gotta go get something non-alcoholic to drink, plus my cold medication is wearing off.
Okay, so let's go and let's harass Locke and make him go live. 'Cause I have to get off too. So
Yeah, I'm sure you will get off. But anyway, I think Angela is live right now, so y'all can.
oh, that's right, Angela. Well, I told you she kicked me. She
Well,
don't like-
that's you though. That's you though. I'm looking out for everybody else.
okay, fine. I'll go watch Angela, even though I won't be able to say anything. Okay, I'm no dummy, you guys. Oh, Danielle, I know you're not. I'm just trying to.
Oh no, she's no dummy.
Just protective of that, and you give me good scam numbers, and you know I adore you, shithead. So, anyways, Bill, I'm gonna head off. I'll listen to Angela while I. Oh shit! Oh,
All right.
okay. No, actually, you guys are cool, so she's probably not streaming. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Happy New Year again, Billy Fisher. Keep your man in line here. Okay. Bye, Bill.
All right. Later. She only has eyes for martialist anyway. I can't compete with that. Like I'm nowhere near being Chad status. All right, y'all. Thank you for putting up with me. Yeah, squirrel. All right. Somebody fucking call me later. Y'all stay naked.